Hey everyone, welcome back to 3D6 Down the Line, the most criminally underwatched actual play series on the internet. This is episode 22 of our Mothership Sci-Fi Horror RPG run-through of the Gradient Descent module. My name is John. I am your warden for the evening, and going around the horn tonight we have...
Hello, I am Mike, and I am playing the Marine, Rick Sharp, the OG Marine.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Matt. I am playing Thul Sadu, the scientist. The OG scientist.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ted, and tonight I will be playing Delphonse Hubble, the Marine you have to bring in when the first one just isn't getting it right.
Oh, there it is.
Oh!
All right, and normally David would be playing David the android, but he is dead to us tonight. All right, if you've been enjoying this content so far of our Mothership campaign or any of our past campaigns, don't forget to do your solemn duty, which is to like and subscribe on YouTube, hit that bell icon, and get notifications every time we publish new material. We know for a fact that there are people out there who aren't subscribing when they're enjoying the content. It's the least you can do to help the algorithm. And if you have a few extra bucks on you, might want to hook us up with a Patreon subscription. That will get you access to our Patreon exclusive Return to Dolmwood Wood campaign, which everyone seems to be enjoying so far. So, and plus a lot of other extra bennies. So please do that as well to help support the channel. We really do appreciate it. All right, catching up with our the gang, the crew in Mothership. Right now, it is the 21st of January, 2125. It's approximately 8:30 p.m. somewhere in the Outer Rim. And they did a speed run through quality assurance sublevel of the factory on their way to find the elusive mind thief, an escaped child android from the human emulation labs, who apparently has something that might be the key to destroying Monarch. Now, last session, they actually came across something which they're fairly sure could probably destroy Monarch, which is none other than a good old-fashioned nuclear warhead.
It's the only way to be sure.
Which has been deactivated, which you found out from a ghost in the machine who was actually sitting on top of that warhead named Renzo. Renzo apparently had a very tragic self-inflicted end to her life before she became a ghost in the machine. But she is all about destroying Monarch, and so she was very, very... adamant about wanting to help you rearm the warhead, but you thought that would probably mean the end of you as well. So you decided to go keep on with your search of the mind thief, but putting a little pin in the whole nuclear warhead thing. But you encountered some pretty disturbing stuff on your way through here. A lot of weird, strange rooms, and you kind of got the overall impression that quality assurance, as far as a sub-level of the factory, basically revealed to you, or confirmed, I should say, because you guys were basically kind of on top of this already, what Monarch's ultimate plan is, and it's pretty darn nefarious. We're talking about like Manchurian Candidate sort of things with the infiltrator androids. At least that's one aspect of the infiltrator android plot. But it already seems like this might already be in action. Like you're not even sure like how many infiltrators are actually out there in the real world that have penetrated the blockade. If all it takes is just a bribery of the blockade, it's highly likely that there are people in positions of power who are already infiltrators and are doing Monarch's bidding out there in the real world. So not good.
Plus, there's the whole Baywatch reboot that's going to be going on.
Oh, yeah. Well, not to mention that. Okay, I think that gets us pretty much caught up. Right now, they are in the Quality Assurance Inspection Chamber. They know that beyond this, there's the exit that they came through, but the exit that goes out of this room and egress out of this room actually leads to the maintenance zone level, sub-level of the factory, which is sort of like the central point from which all other factory levels sort of radiate out from. So they were about to leave the quality assurance and enter into the maintenance zone part of the factory. Okay, but first things first, they're still in the deep, which means Ben's check, please.
Oof. Okay, why don't we hear from Mike first, and then our lovely friend Ted.
Yep. Alrighty, my Ben's is an 18 right now, and I rolled a 66.
All right, that's a critical success. But you
shit.
Can I borrow that? I have a feeling I might need it.
Who's next?
Ted.
All right. I'm looking at my character sheet, John, and I think there's maybe a problem. I have written down the bends of 3. Did I lose bends last time?
No, you gained bends. You have 10.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm not sure what happened there. A little glitch in the matrix.
I remember you started with 3, but everyone gained a whole bunch of bends. I can't remember from exactly what. But there's a lot. I think 7 was actually the number of bends that everyone gained whenever we rolled for that. So
Yeah.
I think these guys did, but I did not.
okay.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Okay. All right. Well, bends of 10 then. Fine. And I am going to roll a 98, which
Ooh.
Resounding success. Okay.
pretty good.
I would very much like to borrow their extras, if I may. I'm rolling against a 38, and I roll. Yes, a 93.
Oh wow. Okay. Everyone rolled really well.
All right.
Okay. You're all set with the
Not
bends.
bendy at all.
Currently, people bends effects that people are kind of suffering from. Sharp and Delphon's not suffering from anything. Delphon's as sane as they get. Sharp
speaking.
let's see. Yeah, both Sharp and Thulsa are suffering stress whenever they actually witness, hear, or see an android die that they know is an android.
I'm doubled up on that though. Yeah.
Yes, that's true. You're getting 2 stress every time. You're like ultra empathetic. Sharp, that's basically it for Sharp. Thulsa is just basically a bundle of neuroses right now. She has memory lapse, getting stressed every time she sees an android die, and she's very paranoid about anyone joining the crew.
Wait, I overcame the anyone joining the crew thing.
Yes, you did. Why do I still have that on here?
That's okay. That's okay. I mean, I wore it well, so I can see why you would like to keep that on me.
Okay. You are refusing to leave the deep, though. You have
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It is very, very nice here.
Yes. Okay. All right. So not that bad, but all right. And stress counts real quick, please.
Mike?
I have a 7.
Okay.
I think I also have a 7.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rocking a 9 because that's the way I roll.
Thulsa is just in the yellow, and we have both Hubble and Thulsa have 1 wound each. Sharp is healthy as an ox.
I'm afraid that's true.
Okay, so moving over to quality assurance.
Hoorah.
You guys are in 51A. Right, okay, so a bunch of panels, readouts, statistics on all the walls. They all seem to be projecting component inspection failure rates. And there's one big shiny red button that's marked purge on it. And the screen the camera feed that's showing right above the purge button is the what was it? The quarantine room.
Oh yeah.
52A.
Yeah.
So question I have, John, with the stats and information and stuff that we can see on the screen without getting into detail, can Thulsa tell through looking at any of this how recently any of these things might have been launched out or sent out? Is any of that there, or is this just kind of like showing current stuff? Is there any way to see like recent activity, like how recently stuff has been going on?
What stuff? Like what are you looking for?
Hangar data, you mean? 51F?
Like hangar data, like has anybody been sent out? Like we've seen like this whole operation set up to make these duplicates, to send them out.
Oh,
but
yeah. This is not the room for it. This is just showing the components of androids, their failure rates. So like logic core failure rates and eyeball failure rates and that sort of thing,
Okay. Is there any change to that data? Is it like are failure rates kind of staying constant, or are they going up, or can I even tell from looking at this stuff?
Do you want to take some time? It would take some time to actually kind of collate the data and kind of get a picture of it.
Nah, you know what? I don't think it's. What's that?
Let me pitch this to you. I don't know if it's possible from this computer station. Could you change the parameters in the QA system so that literally everything fails and the system doesn't send out any androids?
That's a hacking thing.
That does sound more like hacking.
We brought a scientist to a hacking party. What the hell?
You know what? Honestly, guys, I don't think it's worth the extra time right now. I think we're on kind of like a a targeted mission, and that would be interesting to know, but I don't know
it'd be
that it would
easier to
change
nuke the
anything that
place
we're doing.
anyway.
Yeah.
Is it worth revisiting either of the armories again? I know there's like the death tank in there and like everything is locked up, and you guys feel like you thoroughly explored every way to open those doors.
We didn't at all. I think we assumed that an alarm would go off and we would all die.
Yes. With the 200, I believe that was the number of extra heavy duty security androids who are all kind of plugged in and ready to kill us as soon as we made a mistake.
In the combat spire, right, John? That's where correct. They were?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't like the look of it at all. And I didn't want them waking up and killing me. But I really do want some grenades. So I'm with you on that sort of rethinking that. I mean, come on. It's grenades. It's flamethrowers. And this is
cool, boys. I realize that making things blow up is really cool, but it is, I think, in contradiction to our mission here now. If we get killed by the 200 androids, how can we avoid getting killed by trying to get the mine thief?
If we wake up the androids, we fall back to the nuclear missile and detonate it.
They're kind of between us and them. Like, there's no way to fall back to the warhead from the armory. But to Matt's point, I would just say, you're a scientist. You get to do the sciencing all the time. We're Marines, and we're not getting to do that much marining.
Well, you just killed a bunch of guys just like 9 days ago. Come on. It was really dramatic, and I was really, very impressed.
I haven't fired a shot in anger in 9 days. Come on. That's
fine. Let's go find your stupid mine thief.
And also, I mean, I don't particularly want to kill everybody on this station, including us. Maybe we can just take care of the head of the snake, and then the rest will be fine.
All right, for now.
Yeah. So let's check out the room to the ore smasher.
Okay,
I want to see the ore smasher.
When you approach that,
pretty good.
When you approach that door, it's a big bulkhead door. You can actually hear through it. You can hear, and it must be pretty strong if you can hear it through the bulkhead door. You can hear beyond. You can hear the sounds of constant machine humming and functioning, just like a constant, like a really kind of throbbing sort of low hum of machinery. Okay, that doesn't dissuade you, I assume, and you open up the door.
Shields up.
And that sound is magnified tenfold as the door opens up, and you have to not shout, I would say, but you have to raise your voices on comms to kind of make it kind of come through. Can I just get a quick reminder if anyone's wearing back suits?
No. So no, because I'm going to kind of go off of what you said last session to Ted, in that we could have brought our combat dress, our battle dress with us, and then changed into that. Yeah, so I will have done that as well.
Okay, and where was the vacuum suits dumped off?
Outside the door of the micro launcher, the micro drone launcher room, right?
Right where you exited. Yeah, entered from space.
Yeah, right. As soon as, like, it wasn't very clear. I guess there was some ambiguity exactly where the non-air ended and the air began.
Yeah, I just
made
up a pressure chamber. Yeah.
That's where we stored our. Or that's at least where I stored.
Okay, so no one's wearing back suit gear then, right?
Correct.
Okay, got it. All right, cool. So moving beyond this door, you hear the sound of the humming, and there is a long corridor that basically goes off, and that corridor basically forms the border between this level and the next level, just so you're aware of your mapping. And it takes you a little while to move along this kind of functional corridor. It's not very pleasant. And let me move over here. I got a new level.
And so is it like human scale, John, like made for humans to pass through, or at least Android or human sized things?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Now, as you move down the corridor, the sounds get louder and louder and louder until it dead ends at another bulkhead door, and you can definitely tell that whatever is the source of this massive groaning machinery is definitely on the other side of this door. Okay.
John, just for Geiger counter giggles, I'm going to whip out my Geiger counter and see if if there's any trace of radioactivity in this hallway as we
just whip it out, Thulsa. Just whip it out.
Whip out that counter.
You know what? It occurs to me that in playing Mothership, we probably really should be
Oh,
better off instead of a regular Geiger counter. We should have an HR Geiger counter.
Oh,
Hey.
That's what you're having here, folks. The top level comedy.
Yeah, pseudo-sexual ribs on my
That's
Geiger
right.
counter.
That's what the people tune in for, right there.
That's what they tune in for.
Okay, so Geiger counter, you whip it out, and it goes immediately flaccid with a negative reading.
Nothing worse. It is so disappointing. She just like flaps it around. I hate it when it does
This
this.
is why you miss David. You miss David. Nothing compares to David.
Oh my God.
Right. So, however, your spirits perk up though, Thulsa, because Hubble's about to get a little taste of humble pie. Because as you are sort of contemplating the noise beyond the door and kind of looking around for any danger, you're like, okay, no radiation, that's good. From out of nowhere, well, not from out of nowhere, like something basically drops down from the ceiling in front of you, and it just goes very much like that greeting android, the greeting droid from Jabba's palace. You know that?
Like with the hand.
But this one is actually more like a it's like that in its sudden movements, but it's actually like a small little screen. Like picture like a Terry Gilliam in Sci-Fi. Like it kind of comes down. It's like you know, and unfolds to be a screen. And there's some static, like, and then it kind of separates out, and the tracking kind of works a little bit, and then it finally focuses on a grainy VHS image of it looks to be like home video footage of Hubble as a child. But Hubble, it is not footage that you remember ever taking, and certainly there was no cameras around whenever you're watching it. And
I didn't have a childhood. I got
right. Well, you've repressed a lot of it because of what you're seeing right now, which it all comes flooding back. You can also hear this echoing around the deep. You're pretty sure that this is probably being broadcast to anyone who has eyes on camera feeds. So everyone's everyone's viewing this. So what it is, it's like almost like a dream sequence. Like it's like pictures of it's like rapid flashes of different sort of scenes, but it all appears to be related to like one incident in your childhood. Basically, you have you strike back as a young child against a bully who was bullying you, and you out of a you're just tired of being bullied, so you fight back. You seriously injure the bully, puts the bully in the hospital. So. You were always a small, quiet, reserved little child, so that shocking violence was looked upon askance by authority figures, and so you went through a battery of psych tests. So there's a bunch of like shots of you like being probed and prodded and being asked questions and all that sort of stuff. All very unhappy. Your negligent father, he was a single father, put you into military boarding school as a result of all these psych tests. There was assumed that you had a propensity for violence, that you needed discipline, and so where better to do that than to put you in a place that'll hand you a gun. So they put you in a military boarding school to shape you up. And the last shot, the last sort of dream, the last sort of image on the screen is a lonely teen Hubble in a cadet uniform in a small dorm room, looking at a poster in his dorm room, an old poster that wasn't his. And it's kind of ragged. And the poster says, Thelema Industries, bringing prosperity to the rim worlds. Contribute to the pacification protocols. Enroll in the planetary vanguard today, recruit. And that's basically what it shows. So you need to make a sanity save, please, Hubble.
Every time I think about that little shit Billy Muntz, man, fucker, I'm going to repress that for a long time. And now... brought it flooding back. I'm going to probably shoot this monitor, by the way.
Negative. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage on sanity save. All right, my sanity was a 27. We'll see. All right, so I've got... oh, John, you're going to like this. I have a critical fail.
A critical fail? Okay. So that you got the roll
77
again.
And a 90.
Okay. All right, so critical fail. I'm going to give you 2 stress, so you're going to go up to 9.
All right,
that's going to.
And then I shoot the little monitor with a burst of pulse rifle fire. across the corridor.
That puts you into the yellow.
The yellow.
Okay, so that brought back a memory that you had worked many years to repress. You don't like thinking about kind of what kind of put you in the Marines, you know. But I guess the assumption is that eventually you did that Thelema industry poster is sort of the impetus that got you to sort of join the Corps, right? Yeah.
I'm going to stand there, you know, rifle smoke coming out of the muzzle, and my tongue is in that missing molar or wisdom tooth or whatever got vanished.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And I'm just going to stand there for a little bit, twitching a little, I think.
And Sharp and Thulsa, you're like super awkward with. You're like,
TMI. I think you got it. Good shot.
I started telling Thulsa all about my 13th birthday party where I got like the Kenner at which I'd really wanted for like years, and my parents had like a special Star Wars themed birthday party for me, and it was just like an amazing, like really good like family moment.
Oh, that's really, really nice. I do not care.
Yeah. I also got like the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier in the same year. It was amazing.
Those were both two things that John actually really wanted whenever he was a young kid.
Me too. I never got them, by the way.
I gave Santa instructions about how to get that aircraft carrier down the chimney.
Make sure you aim it thin ways down or it'll get stuck.
Exactly. Use a rope and pulley is probably your best bet.
You had a chimney, John. I had a rusty tin can and a cardboard box. That's it.
Damn.
Oh, luxury.
Wow.
We'd have dreamed of living in a box.
And we loved it. All right. Okay, so beyond the door. Yeah, you just so the sounds are really large. You just had it looks like Monarch directly contacted you in a very oblique way. Do you still wish to move into this room? I assume you do.
Absolutely.
Nuclear warhead.
Okay,
John, without making contact with that monitor thing, I'm gonna do the cha-chink with the claw and just cut the thing off and just let it fall onto the ground.
Okay,
I already shot it, man.
I mean, he already killed it. I mean, go ahead. I mean, you look really cool with your arm thing.
Yeah, thank you. God,
congratulations on killing the dead monitor. You did really good.
Boy, you got like weird crap strapped to your arms, and I'm the one they called weirdo.
So whenever you break it, Sharp, and it clatters to the floor, you can still hear the video happening, but at a distance. And when you look,
I shot that monitor.
No, I know, but back down the corridor from the way you came, it looks like there's like a couple other ones that kind of descended from the ceiling.
Oh, backups! Your shame is being really
this more just to confirm that like this appears to be like a station wide sort of broadcast, like Monarch's basically going on all channels, just exposing Hubble's traumatic childhood memory.
Monarch really wants me to set off that nuke, I think.
So when you enter into the room, the sound, now you have to really shout, because it is unbelievably loud. And it's just the room is just filled with chaos and deadly danger. It is an industrial room, 0G, but you have atmosphere. There is a massive tangle of ore that's being crushed and dissolved in huge grinding machinery. Like there's big, like fucking, you ever seen those? I love watching these videos on Instagram where it's like that machine that like you could throw anything into it, it just like crunches it.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Okay.
It's like those, but on a massive scale, kind of jutting out from the wall. Huge vats and bins where these things are, where ore is being crushed. It's all in 0G though, so. Not only is it dangerous because the whole room is filled with this, so it's not like the industrial rooms that we've been in before, where there's like a little thing in the middle of this vast space that I can't really explain. Like this room is like filled with this stuff. Just everything is gears, right? And conveyor belts and things like that. And in the midst of it, the 0G in the vacuum is filled with just like it's like a miniature asteroid field of rocks, just floating all over the place, just chunks, larger, smaller, or whatever, pebbles.
Great.
And you can see that in the middle of the room, on either side, there are egresses, bulkhead doors on either side. Okay, to your left and your right, that you probably if you want to continue to move forward, you're going to have to go to one of those. But you can immediately surmise this is I'm not going to do like a gotcha trap. Very, very difficult to traverse this without getting hurt, right? Because it's just danger everywhere. So you would probably take it would take multiple hours of very careful crawling. You're basically doing like it's sort of like the Ackler, where you're kind of doing those platform leaps like a video game. Very, very similar, but with a lot more at stake.
You know what? Question, John. I wonder, she would have so Thulsa has like an assorted toolkit. Something in there would have to be magnetized. Whether maybe it's just like a screwdriver with like a magnetized tip or something. I'm curious if it's possible to tell if this ore is magnetic in any way. Like if we might be able to use that and say, oh, we have our mag boots. Yeah, right. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll hold up. Okay, hold on to me, guys. And she's like, with her feet kind of out, she's going to turn on her mag boots and see if these ore things that are floating around are attracted to her mag boots, because that could be something that we could use to kind of help navigate if these things are magnetic or not.
Some of them are, but it appears to be like a lot of different kinds of rock. But some of them are, yeah.
Okay.
Guys, it's kind of like a decision point, right? Like we can either go through this room, taking our time, avoiding danger, or we find another way to get through to the other side of it,
I don't.
It looks like there are signs on both of the doors, and they look different. Like the doors are not uniform, but you can't see because it's an industrial space. So it's like you're just kind of seeing that there's a door out there. You know what I mean? There's two of them.
Oh. There's no catwalk or anything, John, that looks like it's for like human maintenance people or anything like that.
Unfortunately, not. No. Yeah.
Oh well, guys, you know what we can do. I don't know exactly how to take the best advantage of this, but Leica can help us here because it's gonna. We have two choices. We don't know which either of them is. If we go to one, we definitely won't know what the other one is. We can send her to one to find out like what is what's there. And does
Leica have a camera or something on her? How would you actually find out?
I don't think I installed a camera, did I?
Yeah.
Not so much. We have regular comms, but I can only talk to her. I guess that's not really going to give us much information.
So, explain to me again, John. So we're in a 0G space, and the machines are doing their thing, but there's lots of ore just floating around the room.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
So does it look like the ore floating around the room is a part of the process, or does it look like this room is supposed to have gravity and for some reason it doesn't?
It looks like it. I don't. My assumption is that it always was supposed to be 0G, like most of the factory is. It's just that because it hasn't been maintained in a long time, that there's just some loose rock. No one's been in to kind of clean it up. Yeah.
Right.
And I should say too that you guys are actually when you enter into this room, you actually find yourself in a like a small little control booth. So
we're protected at this point.
You're protected right now, but it's like a tiny little booth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And there's no obvious way to say turn on the gravity in this space here from this booth.
No, there's not. Yeah.
Or purge
the
room.
It's easier to maneuver the ore when there's no gravity, right?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. That's probably that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Another thought that we could maybe. I mean, it sounds just like the answer, like Mike was saying, it's just extra time, right? Right. Like I think that may just be what we have to do. Just pick one of these and take our chances by taking time to be careful. Right. I can't think of any way that we can do this quick unless we're able to, with some of the, I don't know, chairs and loose stuff that we've seen in some of the other rooms that we just came from, build some kind of like little, portable shield. Right. Like the guys who are storming the castle there.
We need a tortoise formation. John, from where we're sitting in this control space and using the controls that are available to us and observing the room, can we either find a map or instruction or otherwise glean the likelihood of one direction or the other hoods being, preferable than the other, in the sense that, like, if one bulkhead is a wall from which all the ore is coming, that's probably like a hangar or a loading bay or something like that. And if the other wall, we see like there's catwalks that go there and, work jackets hanging on the hook, but next to it, that might be a crew passageway, something like that. Is there any clues around as to what the two bulkheads are or the two exits are?
Not like you're speaking about. They each have like a little, like a mesh platform that that you can stand on if you step out of the door. I would say that there's like there's no directions on this map, but we'll say right and left. The right door appears to be a little more fortified, a little more reinforced than the left door. Although they're both bulkhead doors, so they're both kind of chonky. But I'm trying to paint a picture like what you'd be able to see like from this vast distance, So
yeah. Well, reinforced in the sense that like it looks like an exterior airlock sort of bulkhead, or reinforced like it's a crew protection kind of thing.
More like a crew protection thing. And actually, I'm actually going to stop right there with any sort of info because now I'm realizing too that the room is dark. So,
okay.
So there's that too. So,
well, it's epic. It's industrial scale, though. You said
it is industrial scale. Yes.
So our flashlights probably wouldn't actually reach that far necessarily.
That's correct. They wouldn't. Yeah. Okay. But there's some
but
free info
be able
for you.
to. Yeah. At least they'd be able to like tell us when something's like coming so that we could duck.
Yeah. Right. The darkness does make it even more dangerous
and scary. Yeah. Well, I think, and if like John, you've mentioned that like the cost to getting to one of these doors, if we do try to make it safely, is just time. Right?
Okay,
like
so I'll break it down for you mechanically because it's like a very dangerous situation here, so that you're telegraph exactly what the stakes are, so you can plan. If you do nothing to disrupt the workings in the room, and you just try to go in a normal pace or quickly or something like that, just trying to hop and avoid and all that kind of stuff, everyone has to make a body save or you die. Period.
Oh,
you just die.
That's a serious save. Okay,
but you get the save, but if you fail it, you die. If you take time, and it takes multiple long, painstaking, grueling hours. Okay, so remember, the time is a resource, and it can cost in the end. If you're just kind of thinking like this is way better, so you're spending a whole bunch of time, and you automatically everyone takes 1d5 stress from the sheer terror of doing the thing for so long.
Okay,
and that would be moving to one door.
And it could be the door that sucks. Yeah.
And if you don't like that door, and you try to go to the other door, the same dilemma repeats itself.
Double it. Yeah.
Okay. And you said that if we did nothing to disrupt the equipment, so maybe the solution here is we disrupt equipment and let chaos reign for a little bit, and the asteroid or the boulders and so on all bounce into each other, and
There's no interaction buttons inside this control room that we're in.
Nothing that would affect the workings of the machinery.
Like we can't turn it off.
No.
Yeah, there's no off. Now, how close is the closest machine? Can we see what it's doing? Like we can kind of hear that it's crushing up this ore, and we can imagine that it is. But can we see any of them? Like you mentioned.
Yeah, I kind of give you the basic description. I mean, you know how this module works. It doesn't give you that level of detail.
Yeah. But is one how close is the closest one? I guess is what I'm asking.
For what purpose?
Do we know? Like if we wanted to try to see a way to disrupt this operation,
it's within any it's within any gunfire. It's within any ranged thing, but you can't reach out and touch it. Put it that way.
Okay.
So if you want to fire upon it, or throw a grenade at it, or talk to it, you can do all that.
Try to kill it,
but you cannot touch it. Plus, you're enclosed in a control room. It's got windows and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Boy, I don't know that I really want to get squished in a body save situation. I only have a 29.
Okay.
I'd rather go set the nuke off if I'm going to definitely die.
Well, if you just take stress and take hours, you're good.
John, does my 0G knowledge assist us with any of this?
Depends on what you want to do. But if it involves navigating through this minefield, yes, it would.
Okay.
What about a billiard situation?
There's what do you have a big cube stick?
In 0G, I don't need a big cue stick. I've got a rifle. If I hit something with enough bullets with speed, that equals a certain amount of force. We might be able to get one boulder moving and knock another and create, the physics of it are ridiculous. And I didn't mean it entirely seriously, but if it's really densely packed with a lot of boulders, all we need is one to get a chain reaction going. And one of two things will happen. It will increase in chaos, or it will increase the chaos to the point that the system breaks and we see a way through.
Also, keep in mind that your previous attempts or accidents in causing massive damage to the station or operations of the station in general have always
been bad.
Monitor doesn't like that.
Yeah, it wakes him up, and then there are more security androids.
You guys may have deemed, though, that maybe you're beyond the point of no return when it comes to that sort of thing. Who knows? So I leave it up to you, but just so you have all your cards in front of you.
All right. So I'm thinking that we can. It'll take a lot of time for us to experiment with ways to try to disable these machines. I think we pick a door. And we spend the time, we spend the stress to try to get there carefully, because at least right now, there's no clock ticking that we're aware of. If we have to come back this way or something, or if we go to the first door and we can't get through it, for example, like the more reinforced door, we might not be able to get through. But I guess you have a welder. But if we do have to come back, maybe that's the time when we start shooting the machines, because then we're going to be on a fast clock anyway.
Is there a way, John, to, rather than shooting machines, if you make your way to the machine, is it likely there is a standby mode button or some way to kind of make them chill out for a little while?
Nope.
Okay.
Not this.
So my chief argument against the spending of hours and stress to carefully creep through this is that puts us further away from an exit and our vac suits. We get on the other side of the door and it's a tiny little room with vacuum on the other side. We do not advance at all. So it's sort of I don't like this cutting off our line of exit kind of thing. Now, I'm not certain that I have another solution. I mean, this, unless I misunderstood the previous level, we go through this or we don't go forward. We can go back to our vac suits and try and find another way to access things. Of course, we did this through the back door.
Yeah. If you go all the way back, you have the other option, which is to go to the Court of the Chosen King in Eden, which is supposed to drop you off, which if you make it past, is supposed to drop you off onto this level, but in the more central area.
Yeah.
And you know what? If we do something like that, that could end up giving us just as much stress as trying to creep through this. I mean, I would think.
I don't argue with that.
All right. Here's my thinking. Right. I'm leaning towards if one of the doors looks less bulked up, less secure, aiming for that one, because that one looks like we could get through it more easily, and it would be less likely for us to be at the far end of this room and kind of stuck there with no choice. Who knows, though, right? Either one could be right, either one could be wrong.
Reasonable hypothesis,
right? And it still gives us the time, the chance, if we need to book it and run. Right? We can always try to kill the machines. We can always try to run it if we need to. But yeah, that's kind of where I am at.
I'm down. Let's forward progress, guys. YOLO. I say we take the slower method rather than the instant death.
All right, let's do it.
John, is there like using 0G, et cetera? Can I either reduce the amount of time that it takes us to make our way over there, or give us some sort of save against the stress, or reduce the amount of stress that we take getting there?
I think the former. I think the stress is going to be there no matter what. But with your ability to sort of navigate a path through the asteroid field, I think I'll cut the amount of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So what do you want to what door do you want to go to, left or right?
I vote
let's pick doors.
bulkhead. Matt votes thin bulkhead.
Mike.
So Mike's the tiebreaker.
I have
Just
a
don't screw it
chance
up, Mike.
cube.
The chance cube. Ooh.
1 to 3, we go with Matt. 4 through 6, we go with Ted. 4, Ted.
Okay.
So that's the stronger
Heavy-duty
one.
door.
Stronger bulkhead, yeah.
Okay, to the right. Okay, cool. All right, so I made my rolls, and everyone is going to take. Let's see.
Say 1d5 stress.
Yeah, I'll roll it here.
I think it was 1d5 plus something, wasn't it? It was-
Oh, no, shh.
It's just 1d5.
Shush, Mike.
All right. So Sharp, you're going to take 3.
okay.
Oh, you're rolling
You're
independently.
in the yellow. Delphons, you're only going to take 1.
Woo!
And Tulsa,
Still better than military school.
you're taking a big fat 5.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. 14 stress.
Science.
Okay,
Wow.
so everyone is now in the yellow, except for David, who's not here. Okay, so
Hey, Elvis.
so it takes it normally would have taken about 3 hours, and you kind of cut that in half, but it's still very, very painstaking as you're basically going in blind. You've got your lamp lights on and everything, but you're relying almost completely on Sharp's preternatural awareness of his kinesthetic sense, basically, is what he's working with here. His ability to navigate through and telling you to jump when he says jump, and watch out for that asteroid coming in here, and maybe a few well placed shots, to deflect pieces of rock and things like that. There are a couple hairy calls though, where like a machine just goes like right above your head, just like chonka 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 chonka, like Pac-Man. and
this reminds me of that combat deployment on Procyon 4. Remember that, Mike? I mean, Sharp.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Whatever you say, buddy.
after an interminable amount of time, you make your way to the little wire mesh bump out floor that is right before the big door. The door you find as you're floating in dark right now, right? And you heave a big sigh of relief as you sort of hoist yourself over the banister. Mag boots connect onto the floor, ka-tunk, ka-tunk, and you shine your bright white LED lights onto this massive door, and you get the reason why this door is so secure is because it says, with an arrow pointing beyond it, there's no window. It says panic room.
Ooh.
Well, I'm near there anyway.
I'm pretty close to panicking already. So let's
How appropriate!
Yeah. Oh, John, you had me worried there for a second.
A safe place to panic.
That's like home.
Is it? Does it look like we can open it from this side? Is it locked?
Do you touch it and attempt to?
I will attempt to open it.
It does indeed open.
Sweet. I will back up and level my weapon and my headlamp on. I will open the door.
Okay, so it's a little anticlimactic because when you open up the door, you actually find yourself in a small little section of corridor. It's almost probably about the size of like a typical depressurization chamber, and it looks to be just sort of like a safe zone between the panic room, like an extra layer of security between the ore smasher and the panic room, because then there's an even heavier door, just like 5 feet in front of you. And this one is like bank vault heavy. Like you can tell, like this is the panic room door, right? It's nondescript, as in it doesn't have any signage on it, but you can see that it has multiple pins, like thick pins that would probably go into the like a bank vault sort of thing. But it does actually have a simple LED sort of readout on the near the handle that kind of indicates what its status is. And right now it actually has a green sign, like a green readout on it.
That's pretty good.
I'm going to attempt to open that door as well. There's no other exit here, right?
No, it's like 5 feet, and then there's like this big ass door.
And just to be sure, I mean, I'm sure you would have described it, but there wasn't anything like on the outside of either one of these doors that we just
nothing of interest, anyways. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Hubble, when you attempt to open the actual panic room door, it's like a well-designed, well-engineered bank vault door. It swings soundlessly and easily on its very well-maintained hinges. And as you do open it up, you can see it's thick. I mean, it's got to be at least like 8 inches of solid steel. And you open it up, and this all of you blink, because what opens up is a very brightly lit chamber. And you've been in the dark for a long time now, so it's very sort of like whoa. And it's a normal personal scale room, but it does still have 0G, but it brightly lit, universally lit all over the place, and the walls are been painted a very comfortable shade of blue, very calming sort of shade of blue.
So it's an anti-panic room, really.
There are exactly. There are 3 super heavy reinforced doors here. You're coming through one of them. All right. There is a large red button on a wall labeled "Panic" on it.
Okay.
And what's interesting is on the walls there are actually cryopod fittings, but no actual cryopods. So there's sort of the indentation, like a rounded sort of indentation, where you guys have been around on the deep long enough to understand like that this is likely where cryopods were for like long term. Like if shit really went down and they had to be here for a while, you could go into a cryopod. But the cryopods aren't here. They have been removed, and it does not look like they were removed with force. Right? They're just not present. Okay. So maybe they never was fitted with cryopods. Who knows? But there's no signs of it having been ripped out. There are also a number of stacked plastic crates with lots and lots of stuff in them.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
I like stuff.
What is the current like time of day sort of thing?
Time of day, it's what did I say? We started at 8:30.
Well, we started at 8:30.
So it's like 10ish.
AM?
Yeah.
P. Isn't it P?
PM.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of wondering. So maybe it's dinner time. I'm going to root around and see if there's anything to eat in here.
There is. Actually, I lied. There's not actually that many cool things in here. But one of those things is actually food. There are 3 weeks worth of MREs.
Shit, I'm going to eat some right now.
Is
there like a bunk or a chair or a place to sit or anything like that?
Yeah, there's like your typical, survival sort of stuff. Yeah. And there are some pamphlets here and some games.
Love pamphlets.
Religious texts, things like that, basically to kind of keep you busy. So the pamphlets, there's one that says MK12 EMP Grenade User Guide.
I'll take that.
One pamphlet says Meet Monarch, Cloudbank's King of Profit. King in quotations.
I'm going to read that.
Surviving Automated Uprising is another pamphlet. There is a copy of every major religious text in the known universe.
Wow.
Then there are a few games. They've actually listed a couple of them there: Jenga, Monopoly, and That's Not Lemonade.
Oh,
that's the one I want to play.
I say we play that, guys. That looks fun.
That's great.
That's got to be by the Oatmeal Guy in his series of games. He's definitely did the one called That's Not Lemonade.
Exploding kitten. So, in addition, there's the door. So the door that you came through actually has a label on it, and it says "Ore Smasher," and it has like danger, hazard, the whole 9 yards on the door that you came through. And then there's a door across the room, which is heavily reinforced, looks like a duplicate of the door that you came through, but there is no indication of what's beyond there. There's no signage, nothing at all, no iconography, nothing. On the right door, however, there is a sign, and it actually has an arrow pointing through the door, and it says factory. It says 2 things actually. It says factory maintenance area, and underneath it says employee habitable zones.
Oh, that sounds like a good place to go, particularly for a mine thief. In all seriousness, though, guys, I mean, if we've been at this all day, maybe now's a good time to rest.
Try to do some stress relief,
Try to do
perhaps.
some stress relief. Clean my rifle. Make some. Is there beef stroganoff MRE, John?
Yes, that is actually listed.
Don't
Yeah.
going to trigger
Excellent.
John.
That's my favorite one.
Don't trigger me, man. I'm gonna fucking barf.
I want beef stroganoff and some rack time.
Okay. So
You guys, what do you say? Should we take a little break in here?
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. And then maybe for to add to the stress relief thing, we should talk about that video that we just watched with you.
That sounds like it would relieve from some
I
of
don't
the stress.
know what you're talking about.
Let's
Did we
hash
see
it
a
out.
video? Oh, hey, Elvis.
Hey,
Yeah, he wants to hear about the video too.
There is actually
stress
like
relief right there.
there is actually a really nice couch, which is perfect for a psych patient to lay down.
I
on.
grab it.
Oh, you mother-
Dibs. Okay.
I was already asking about cots and stuff, and you steal Brendan.
All right. So stress.
Right, dude, you can cuddle up with me. Just take
Thank
off your
you.
standard battle dress first.
That's
Okay.
all I ask.
So stress relief. You have to make your worst save. You have to roll for that.
Great.
And
All right.
it can gain an advantage if you can come up with some sort of thing that you're doing to help relieve.
I'm going to read
well,
the
I know-
pamphlet about Monarch and try and figure out if it has any weaknesses that they talk about or anything I can glean from that information.
Okay.
I
Maybe
will.
taking off like the paneer or the patina of like immortal, all powerful, like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do it, Mike. Roll it.
Okay. I have a sanity of 25. Oh, heavens, no. I rolled a 91.
Is that your worst save?
That is my worst save, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Are you giving him
but
advantage?
Advantage. Do I get the advantage?
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So 91 with the first roll. Ooh, 39. Just a little bit outside.
Okay.
For the second
Okay.
one.
So you're actually going to gain one stress instead. So you're up at 211. Looking over the pamphlet, the problem is like reading the pamphlet. It's just a bunch of corporate propaganda. And if it does anything, it actually increases your stress rather than relieving it.
Great.
Because it's like
I would have thought.
Yeah, it's annoying and pandering to Monarch, and you can tell that it was written at a time before Monarch went apeshit. And like the sky was the limit. And what's interesting is that you kind of get a thing that CloudBank was probably not a great company to begin with, as all large corporations aren't. It was probably doing some pretty sketchy shit, but it's apparent from the literature that the humans in charge of CloudBank were very, very psyched about having Monarch online to help with a lot of the nitty-gritty manual labor of creating these androids, and there's no indication that anything would have gone amiss. So it's all done in terms of this useful tool that we have. No indication that it's fun to talk to, or anything like that.
We should have played That's Not Lemonade.
Yeah. Well, we can still play Monopoly later, but all right, John. Well, as per my modus operandi and my military boarding school training, I will clean my weapon and patch up and make repairs on my standard battle dress and make my shelf ship shape.
Okay.
And have beef stroganoff.
You can play That's Not My Limit. That's Not Lemonade. That would also
Well,
count.
we'll play that after we've rolled. I think that sounds
Okay.
more fun. But I'm going to roll for stress relief. And hot diggity dog, I did it. I rolled a 20. No, I rolled a 2 and an 8.
Okay.
I relieved
So
stress.
so you're better. Okay. You rolled a 2 and an 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so your better roll was actually the 2, which is kind of bad for you because you roll. You're going to reduce your stress by the ones digit rolled, which was a 2, right? That was
I see your point. You could argue the other way, but yes.
You could, yeah. It
You
could
could
be
argue the other way.
that the 8
It's
is
fairly
better
clear.
because
I am
you
going to argue
lose
the other
more
way.
stress.
You're
Okay.
causing me stress. But yeah, I'll reduce my stress by 2.
yeah. Your final result was the 2. Basically, is the way it looks. You don't get 2 results to kind of look at, right? So
Okay.
we're going to reduce it by 2, so that actually puts you back in the green.
Huzzah.
There you go.
Boring.
And I have a
boring.
clean weapon, and my belly is full of beef stroganoff and the little brownie that comes with that. I always like the brownie. And I'll make the little hot coffee thing in there too,
Sweet. All right.
Okay. So Thulsa is she's also going to eat, Eating seems pretty good. You got to feed the fuel the machine.
I think there's a fettuccine Alfredo in here if you want that.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah,
but yeah, she is going to play Jenga with Leica.
Okay.
Nice.
Sounds stress inducing to me. Jenga's a very stressful game.
Like claw going to come in and
me stress watching that robot do that.
Poke the block out, and then he's going to grab the claw.
All right, roll that shit. What's your lowest save?
Her worst save is fear with a 21. First roll. Oh, that was cocked. Is a 54, but the second roll is going to be so much better. With a 46. Okay, so yeah.
No good. Okay, so you're gonna take one
stress. I do
stress.
not get it.
You are actually in the red.
15. Yes.
Welcome back to the red, man.
Take a cue from the Olympics.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
So now we can play. It's not lemonade.
Right. So yeah, I think it's Jenga. It was Jenga that did it to you. It's a stressful fucking game, and you lost to a little dog robot. So
lost to the robot. Oh my god!
You're the one that caused it to topple, and everyone sort of jump scares like they always do with Jenga.
So we can get some sleep in here too. We could turn the lights out and get some sleep.
You could, yes.
Yeah.
I think it's probably a pretty good idea.
Yeah. All right. So right after I turn the lights out, I'll just whisper, "You guys aren't trapped in here with." We're not trapped in here. You're trapped in here with me. How's the
the Rorschach
line
go? Nice.
Yeah, the Rorschach line. Exactly. Oh well. Damn it. Could have been good.
As he's going to sleep, I'm just extending my claws in the dark.
Sneak.
And Hubble, of course, it goes without saying that you have a very fitful sleep, remembering your time at military boarding school.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to the 22nd of January. We can start like 8 a.m. or something like that whenever you wake up. And we'll start there. But this is actually dovetails perfectly with our first break. So let's do that, and we will be right back. All right, we are back. Bladders empty, beers full. Okay, so it's the next day, the 22nd. It's about 8 a.m. in the morning. You're pretty well rested. Nothing disturbed you overnight. So you have that door.
Dreaming of nightmares and stuff.
Right. Yeah. So there's a door that one is a mystery door, and one actually says quite clearly factory maintenance area and employee habitable zones.
Factory maintenance.
Remember that if your goal is the mind thief, the children in hell told you that that the rumor was that he was in brain construction, which is another sub level of the factory.
Well, is there any reason to assume from the panic room door that's unlabeled that there's not oxygen on the other side?
No way to tell.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not an airlock. It's a regular
bulkhead. Yeah.
Regular bulkhead.
I mean, it's not a regular bulkhead. It's a fancy, but it's not like it's pressurized.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right. I'm kind of inclined to just see what it is, even though I think we're probably going to want to go to employee habitable, but Mike likes it. Why don't we open that one?
Wait, which one? The factory maintenance?
The unlabeled one. To see what it is before we decide.
I'm thinking I'm not against that at all. I'm thinking maybe on the other side of that factory maintenance door there might be a way to shut down the ore processing so that we could get back.
That'd be great.
But John, one thing that I think Thulsa would do to help her drift off to sleep is see if she could do enough calculations. She's a scientist. Scientists do these kinds of things. Does she think that these 8-inch thick steel reinforced doors would be shelter enough if that nuke were to go off? Like, could somebody survive in here if that nuke that we saw were to go
the
off?
meteor room, dude?
I just want, these are just idle thoughts. It would be good to know if that seems like it would be feasible to her, or if no, like the nuke that we saw, no, it's going to screw everything. And this is,
I honestly don't know. I mean, there's no indication in the module that tells me. I just actually don't know the science of that. I don't know if this is a fallout shelter that is it in too close a proximity to withstand a ground zero blast of a nuclear weapon.
I would like to make the point that Harrison Ford, i.e. Indiana Jones, survived a nuclear explosion in a refrigerator.
At a distance of miles.
Yeah. I would say like specifically if it doesn't mention that, then it's probably beyond our comprehension, with probably beyond the amount of knowledge that she would have about that nuke and about this room. So that's fine.
Well, actually, I do have a question about that nuke room, John. When we were in there, did that room have the appearance of the Deep always was equipped with the nuke, or is that something that was retrofitted in later?
I'll just tell you, I don't know if there would be any sort of indication, but it looks like it was part of the original construction, like a failsafe, basically, right? Yeah, okay. It looks like something that was built by humans, installed by humans, not Monarch. Although you were told, I think in like one of the early episodes by maybe Arcady or one of the people on the Bell, that that Monarch, it was Monarch who deactivated the nuclear warhead.
Yeah, I remember Arcady telling us that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, my guess is that this room would not be survivable, Matt. I think at the range that we're talking, even at a low mega. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm not a nuke expert. I would guess that in the very early days of a nuclear weapon, maybe you could survive in here, but not in the 22nd century sort of nukes.
I picture like if it was meant for self-destruction of the entire Deep, it would be kind of funny that there'd just be like this little box like floating through space that's all that's left.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. But but if it were that, then it probably would have been figure outable, right? And so if it's not figure outable, we don't know.
If I can point out too, the nuke is meant to be launched, not to be detonated inside the. It's on a missile, correct?
It is on a warhead, yes. Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's
a warhead and a missile are two different things.
Okay,
is it on a missile, John, or
you're trying to pedant John? He means it's on an IC, like an intercontinental ballistic missile, like from war games, right? Like, it's meant to fly away and detonate somewhere else. It's not meant to go off in the station. Regardless, I don't think it's really germane to the conversation, because you would die, or you would be floating in space in a metal box for like 10,000 years and be dead.
That's the cryo thing, but
right.
It is meant to go off in the station if it's a failsafe. That's exactly what it's meant to do.
I don't know. I just listened to the episode. That didn't seem like that's what the ghost thing was telling you. The ghost thing just said that she knew how to set it off, right? She didn't necessarily. I don't know that it's necessarily meant to go off in the station. I think it's meant to go off somewhere else. Otherwise, why isn't it just a nuclear device in a footlocker?
Well, that's a great question.
Yeah.
The only word it has here describing its form is warhead. That's the only word it gives. So. I don't know, whatever.
But yeah, we weren't trying to shoot it anywhere anyway, so it's fine. Okay, I'm sorry I got us off on that tangent. Let's go through the unlabeled door. Let's go check it out.
Let's open it.
Okay, so it's basically a mirror. It's a mirror of the other thing. So when you open it up, it's like a little room, and then there's like another door. And when you open that other door, you find yourself in a industrial scale room, 0G. This one is dark this time, but instead of like a massive room of machinery, this it appears to be industrial in a vertical way rather than a horizontal way. So the vast expanse of it is more that it goes up as far, like way beyond your sight, like you can't really see. But not that it's narrow. I mean, it's still a gigantic room, even right to left, but confined. Like it's you can easily see like both of the walls on either side. And so it looks like you are in some sort of chimney shaft. The air immediately begins burning your lungs. And it stinks of burning. You definitely, like, your first instinct is like leave, because it's causing you to cough and it's irritating your eyes and everything. And you can see that the room is filled with, and it's lighting the room generally, is filled with floating globes in the 0G of burning industrial gases of different colors.
I think we should close the door.
And they're rising upwards as they burn.
And these are like bubbles, John, or like not sealed things, right? Like
not sealed things. They're like, just because of the 0G nature, like the gases form like a sphere.
Yeah, okay.
They're kind of rising up. Now they're everywhere, similar to like the rocks in the other chamber. So traversing up the chimney shaft would be dangerous. You would take a body save at disadvantage to cross without being burned, but you wouldn't automatically die. You just take damage.
Cross. Is there another corridor or door right on the other side?
Yeah, I was saying that. If you had the 0G skill, however, you can make that body save without disadvantage. But that's only sharp. Only sharp would be able to make that. Guiding other people is not going to help. So that's the mechanics of it. Now there is whatever is above. Right, wherever the gases are going, you could go that direction if you wanted to make those rolls. Or it looks like there is a door that is across the room at your plane, on the plane that you're on right now.
All right. And it's like a round chimney shaft kind of thing.
I don't know if it's round, but it's a All
right, but is it metal? Like, could we mag boot our way around?
That's actually a good question that I have an answer for. It is not metal. It's actually made out of cement.
Aha.
Okay, like so an industrial chimney, right? Yeah.
Yep. We have to jump to cross it. That's the only way. Okay.
I have an idea. I have a suggestion.
Does it involve twine? Because mine does.
Kind of, yeah. We can tie the paracord. I mean, twine, paracord, whatever.
Paracord, yeah.
Tie paracord to Leica, who is metal, so she's not going to care if it gets a little hot. And we throw her across to the other side and have her anchor the other end of the paracord. And then that would give us an advantage in going across. So if we have to then go across, even though Sharp already has an advantage on his 0G, we wouldn't, but the paracord we could use to ameliorate our disadvantage in flying through these burning things. I also have my one more Mylar blanket left. I could wrap. We can take turns. We can wrap ourselves in the Mylar blanket, which should help deflect some of the heat, at least, and mitigate some of the damage if we do take any.
Or we close the door and go the other way.
Also not bad. We could go check and see what it. But the door's there, it's right on the other side. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with like putting a pin in the chimney of doom.
Yep. The paracord idea was exactly what I was thinking, but I also think we should put a pin in the chimney of doom and go look at the other door.
Okay, Mike, you down with that?
Yep.
Because that's what we're doing. Good.
Cool.
Okay, so you back into the panic room, looking at the other door that is labeled. When you open it up, you see that it leads to a series of corridors, of mesh corridors, maintenance corridors, that kind of go off into the distance. There is no obvious door in sight. You kind of have to navigate through these pathways, catwalks. Do you want to do that?
When you say a series, you mean just like almost a maze of different crossing catwalks?
Not a maze. It's like there's basically like one path. I'm just sort of making it a little bit more labyrinthine for flavor. Yeah,
right. I get it.
But it doesn't seem like we would be at risk of getting lost. We could.
No, you won't. You won't get lost. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Cool. Yeah, I'm down with that.
I think so.
Okay. Cool.
We've had breakfast at this point, right? We had.
Yep, you're all done. So you move in. You're being careful. You got your weapons out and all that sort of stuff. You do come across after a short distance along the main catwalk. There is a branching to the left, orientating yourself based upon where you've been before on this level. Only 3 rooms so far. This looks like it kind of goes back in the direction of the rooms that you were in, but it's definitely a different corridor. Or you can keep going along the main one.
Left, like it would go back towards the panic room?
In the general, the rooms that you've been in, which have been the ore smasher, the panic room, and the gas room. It generally looks like it heads back in that direction. Or you can continue going to forge new path forward.
Yeah, it might be the other end of that the chimney there.
Or the other corridor that goes into the ore smasher.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So I say we go forward then.
So ignore the left thing and go forward? Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, cool.
Mike, what do you say?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Don't mind me. Okay, so you head along this corridor, and it's long. You go for quite a distance, and because you're moving carefully and slowly, being on your eyes out for danger, I would say it probably takes about an hour or so before you reach the end of the corridor at a regular door, not a bulkhead door, just a regular old door. unlabeled.
Is it light or dark in this room? I can't remember if you mentioned that already.
Basically dark. Yeah.
Okay.
Is it like one of those cheap hollow core doors from Home Depot?
Not that cheap, but it is. It's definitely not a bulkhead.
All right. I'm going to listen at the door, John.
Ooh, that sounds wise.
Door. What game do you think we're playing here? You don't hear anything.
I know.
After you, Hubble, please go ahead.
All right. I will ready my weapon, flashlight on the end, and pop the door open.
Okay. When you pop the door open, you're almost hit in the face with a little piece of random detritus. Looks like it's 0G in here as well. You got your mag boots on though, so your guys are locked down onto the walkway. You find yourself. What you find beyond there is a cramped chamber. Relatively, it's probably one of the smaller rooms that you've been in ever since you stuffed Tess in a closet. This is a similar room, a little bit larger than that. It looks to be a storage space, but with a couple of more interesting things than just like brooms and stuff like that. So in here, there are a set of 4 wire mesh lockers. So they're wire mesh so you can easily see what's in them. And 3 of them contain vac suits. The vac suits are all functional and they're pretty cool because they're industrial vac suits. So these are like the real like heavy labor space guys use to like repair panels on the side of the deep, like really heavy shit. So they work just like vac suits in all mechanical aspects, just as listed in the book. However, their AP is 4, not 3.
Ooh, that's nice.
Which is pretty juicy.
So that do we think that they might offer more protection against that, like those those flaming gas balls
as AP works? Yes,
okay,
would soak more damage. And then additionally, there is an interesting looking Teamster tool in there that the Marines may look at with repurposing hungry eyes. There is a heavy bolt driver in one of the lockers with 20 bolts. So this is obviously, a high pressure, to put bolts into bulkhead. But it can easily drive a bolt through someone's skull too. So drop a cow without the cow even knowing. So this, if you want to use it as a weapon, you certainly could. Anyone could. It's also, I'm not counting you out here. Heavy bolt driver, you got 20 bolts. It does 3d10 damage, anti-armor.
But I'm guessing close range only.
Close range only. That is correct. Now get this. On a critical, it pins the enemy to the nearest wall. That's fucking cool.
Go ahead, Ted. I've got my cool claws. You can have it.
No. You know what? I'm gonna make a pitch for Thulsa taking this. She doesn't like guns, but this is a cool machine, man. This isn't a gun that's going to shoot and kill people. That's horrible. But this
it's bigger than Thulsa.
This is kind of it's really
I can hack it. I can take it.
So I can carry it. It's no problem.
I'm gonna have me some fun.
Sorry. I love that movie. Yeah.
All right.
My God.
Are we okay with also taking the bolt driver?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Also, you got the info.
I got the info. 3d10 damage. It's anti-armor, baby.
Yeah. So this one doesn't have like a mag, like where you just subtract mags for ammo, right? So this actually you have to track the actual ammo. It's like having 20 arrows, basically. So 20 bolts is what you have.
Okay.
All right. And only one at a time, obviously. Every shot is one bolt. Okay, that's all. That is all the treasure that is in here. There is another normal door that leads out of here, though.
Okay.
I want to clarify on my notes. How many vac suits were there?
There are 3. No, yes, 3. Sorry.
Okay.
And a normal door, you said.
And a normal door, yes, yeah. Now that one actually is labeled very plain sign, but it just says very carefully. It just says very plainly on it says decontamination.
Okay. Huh. Oh, I want to check. I want to check that doorway, John, to see if it's radioactive decontamination. How's my my floppy Geiger counter doing with this door?
There is no reading. Nothing.
Okay, I like that. That's pretty good.
You go through. You backtrack.
I'm going to guess though, if you've got vac suits hanging on this side, you've got a decon space. Whatever's on the other side of the decon space will require the vac suit. You're coming out of that into decontamination. You hang up your vac suit. I feel like if we go forward, we should put the suits on. Or we can put them on and go back and do the gases like you thought, Matt. Or we could go back and try that left turn.
Along that line of thinking, Ted, to be clear that there is a difference between like a vac suit and a hazard suit, and these are not hazard suits, just so you're
right. You still take the fire damage, dude. So like, I kind of feel like we go forward, and then if we come to a place where we need the vac suits, we come back for them, because you still can't wear your standard battle dress.
Yeah.
Like under it, you know?
No, I know. But we could, we can carry the battle dress. It packs up relatively small compared to a size of a vac suit packing up. Yeah, fine. We'll just go forward.
Okay, so moving forward, taking note of what was in this room, and then you move in. Very strange, go figure, very strange set of rooms that you enter into. So this decontamination room is actually a set of 3 interlocking sterile white chambers. Okay, now they're sterile white, but they're not lit. So, but you can see like the walls are very much like insane asylum sort of, sort of thing, right? But they're interlocking. Like you have to go through a series of 3 different chambers, and it looks like all the doors can be hermetically sealed in between that kind of separate these 3 chambers. There are camera lenses, and speakers that stud the walls all over the place. Okay, there are a whole bunch of them. And from one of these speakers, like a crackling voice immediately sort of crackles into existence as you close the door behind you and you enter into the decontamination room. And it takes a little while to kind of form. You're like worried that you're going to hear Monarch or someone awful. You're not really sure, but it's a strange voice, a new voice, someone that you haven't heard before. And it says, "Welcome, friends. So delighted to see you here in decontamination. You cannot come further without fresh containment suits."
Aqua Chop.
It is a male voice.
Yeah, second mic. Sorry.
There we go.
Containment suit is a vac suit, or is that the hazard suit that you were talking about, John?
That appears to be so. When you hear the voice and you sort of look around, you do actually see that there is a set of suits there, like white hazard suits.
Oh,
like the big bunny suit types that'll fit over stuff.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, perfect. That sounds great.
I could put on one of those. How many are hanging there?
There are 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I could put. I think it's worth going forward. I can put one of these on. Sure, why not?
They were like Tyvek kind of thing, or you just put the bunny slippers and the hood and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So you put all that on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
really cool.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it for following protocol. Please continue forward wherever you desire. As you can see, you have a number of choices ahead of you. You can go to the Gravity Acclimator, you could go to the Zero-G Gym, or to the Furnaces.
What say you? Go to the Furnaces. Gravity Acclimator.
The Gravity Acclimator. Wonderful choice. Well, be on your way. Pleasant journeys.
Okay. Who are we addressing? Please.
You hear like a crackling, like hang up sort of thing. Like
shit, I hope that wasn't Monarch. Yes, the 12G Gravity Acclimator. Squish.
Huh. Oh, you know what? But just to check on something, I want to try to see if this is a recording. I'm going to go back out the door that we came in, John, and I'm going to come in one more time. And I'll do this before I put that suit on, just so it's kind of the same. I want to see if the message will repeat.
Wait, so you take off the suit and then enter back in without the suit on?
So just a slight recon, like before I put that suit on, I want to leave the room and come back, like the door that we came in. I want to see if this is a recording.
Oh, okay.
So I want to see if entering is going to trigger it again.
No, nothing happens. The voice seems to just be waiting for everyone to don a suit.
Okay.
Or do something and attempt to move forward without having a suit on. Right.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and put the suit on, but I'll try to engage it in conversation. It's like, so how are you doing today?
I don't want to get too far, Matt. It already hung up on you.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
No love for you.
Rude.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. Okay. So we go ahead. And so are these different things, the gravity acclimator and the zero G jam and the furnaces, are they like different doors on the far sides of these chambers?
That's correct.
Okay.
So each one of the walls, there are 4 walls in this room, has a door. One is when you came through, and then the other 3 are the ones that the voice mentioned.
Okay. So yeah, I'm fine with the acclimator. Sure. Why not?
Okay. Right. 1 second. Let's see. I
just wanted to be a pancake.
All right. Checking things. Hold on. Sorry. All right. So you move through this door, and there is a corridor here, and it's a little bit warmer than the previous parts you've been in. Just a couple degrees hotter in here. Not really sure why. Everything else sort of seems the same, just a kind of catwalk sort of thing. And as you're moving along, you've got your guns out and everything like that, and you're carefully watching. And something, as you're moving along the catwalk, generally, something jump scares you. Something drops down out of like a ceiling vent or like a hatchway or something like that, like right in front of whoever the first person is, who I assume is like a Marine. I need everyone to make fear saves for me real quick.
Oh, great. Okay, Mike.
All right. My fear is a 38. I got a 33. Ooh,
Okay.
critical success.
You did, yeah, good.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Mine is a 44, and I rolled a 17.
Okay.
All right. 21 is my target, and I roll a 5.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Whoa!
All
Right on.
Okay, so I will say, like, it would just naturally make you jump, but it's not going to cause you undue stress. But maybe it will in a couple of seconds later, because what drops down is not something that is inanimate. It actually appears to be a corrupted, forgotten android. So it drops down on top of you. Its face is marred. It looks like it's been heavily scratched, and there are deep, like, pseudo-flesh gouges in it. Some crusted yellow pseudo milk that's been sort of stained on it and discolored its face, and it has this really it's bald with like little patches of hair. Looks like it's been burned off, and then there is wires that have sort of been regurgitated out of its mouth, and it's sort of like hanging down, like, you know, those really cool Maori markings, like that tattoo that they have. It's like that, but it's actually like 3D, like wires that sort of like have been spit up out of its mouth and sort of like draping down its chin, like an obscene goatee sort of thing. But it has its fingers. All the fingertips have been worn down to like the metal Terminator bones of the phalanges underneath, right? And like that just has like a yellow sort of gnawed end to them. You know what I mean? It's like kind of gross. And it lunges towards, I'm going to make it 50-50 sharp or Hubble. So it's going to be sharp. So if it didn't surprise you, right? I probably would have said, like, if like more than half of you were failed your fear save, maybe you would have been surprised. But like, you hear it before it drops down, we'll say. Drops down right on top of Sharp. Sharp lets out a cry, and it's definitely going to attempt to throttle Sharp if you do nothing. So what do you guys do?
I'm going to go snickety snick weapon X on it, John.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I shoot it.
It's on me, dude.
You know what the hell? I'm going to bolt it to the wall, John. I'm going to show these guys how it's done.
Okay, so
let's Mike go weapon X first.
All right.
If Thulsa, anyone, well, what are you doing, Hubble?
I mean, I was joshing with Mike about shooting it, but I am going to raise my weapon and aim it at it.
Okay, Thulsa, are you going to attempt to fire your bolt thrower at?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, I'm going to be telegraphed to you. If you critically fail, you will hit Sharp with the full impact of that bolt thrower.
Oh.
If you critically fail, not if you normally fail.
It's on him. It physically is on him.
Yes. Only if you critically fail.
I thought this was like a close-up, like touch. Is this the ranged weapon? I thought that you had.
It's ranged, but it's in close range, not adjacent. Adjacent is the closest range.
Okay.
Only if you critically fail.
Yeah,
so it's
sure. I won't critically fail. I'm probably really good at this.
There we go. Mike's
What
down
are the
with it, I guess.
chances?
All right, Mike, you first. Snickety snack.
All right, John. I'm going to make the argument that my military training is going to help me in this instance.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, cool. So I have a 61. Do I get advantage because I got a critical success on my fear save?
Sure, I'll buy that.
Mike.
All right.
Totally min-maxed out.
43. A 43.
Uh-huh.
And just in case, and then a straight 50. So it doesn't matter. So you had told me that this does 2d10 gore advantage ADV.
Yes.
Same as a boarding axe.
Right.
So,
with advantage, right?
So I'm rolling damage with advantage?
You're rolling not damage. So just okay, so I'll just so for this guy, you don't need to roll damage. He basically just has wounds. So every hit does a wound.
Okay.
But it does do the gore. So, but you do the just for future reference for the snickety snacks, you don't get advantage on the damage roll. You get advantage on the wound roll, like the type of wound that he gets. So, and like the higher the roll, like the higher on the D10, the worse the fucking wound is. So, which is good for you. So, what you're going to do is you're going to roll me a D10 with advantage, and you want to take the higher one because it'll be nastier.
Okay. I got a 6 and a 6. No, I got a 6 and a 9.
6 and a 9. You got a 9?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So you totally see him coming. Keep your cool as he drops down upon you. You whip out your Wolverine claws, and just with a double stroke, you just take off his head, just clean swipe, and it just goes rolling over the platform, over the edge.
I want to kick the head down the platform and just like boot it like a soccer ball.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh,
Classy.
All right.
Oh, you know what I just remembered? This is an android, isn't it, John?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Oh, ouch.
He's a freaky looking one. He's not like a cute one. He's like a weird, monstrous looking one that was trying to throttle.
I still feel empathy. You know, it's the weird ones that you really feel sorry for, because look at these cute little wires hanging out of his mouth. I personally can't believe that I wanted to shoot his ass with this.
It's more about feeling like that all androids have been done wrong in this place. It's sort of like
right?
what
this
you kind of feel.
Even more than most. Like, look at him.
Yeah. So
that's a 17.
So Rick, you're going to take 1, so you're up to 12, and then Thulsa's up at 17.
Is there a dark red? Yikes.
Yeah. So that okay, and then continuing on, I assume. Do you do anything with the remnants of the body? Doesn't seem to be anything on it.
I want his core. Can I have? Yeah, I want to check his pockets and stuff, and I want his logic core.
You can take the logic core. Yes.
Okay. Whew. Yikes. Okay. Anything? I mean, we've seen a few of these. Anything unusual about this one, or is it just like seem run of the mill, forgotten?
Seems pretty run of the mill, other than his horrific appearance. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Shine my flashlight up into the ceiling where it came from. Is there a nest or something up there, or
there's like a nest of wires and cables, but it's a nest in like just a visual sort of way. You don't think it was actually sort of like hanging out there, or maybe it was. Who knows?
Right,
but nothing interesting.
Okay, and not more of them. That's the other thing.
Not more of them. Not that you can see. All right, continue along the corridor.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so at this point, the corridor actually starts to slope up at a pretty steep angle. And let's see. And you can feel as the slope starts to kind of go up and you make your way that lights actually start to appear in the corridor. So everything starts to kind of gain light. And at around that same time, even though you're wearing mag boots, you can feel gravity kick in. Okay. You have a feeling that you're transitioning into a different sublevel of the factory. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Just because of the aesthetics, everything, the gravity kicks in, everything's just sort of different, right? And then you dead end at a normal door that is labeled gravity acclimator.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
actually, big moment.
Actually, yeah. That actually makes more sense. The gravity does not kick in yet. The lights do kick in, but you could probably get what happens when you move through this door.
I wonder.
Yeah. With a name like that, move through.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this room is lit. Okay, and soft white padding covers the walls and the floors, similar to the decontamination chamber, except this one's lit. And when you move in, it actually does acclimatize you to gravity. There is a like a transition period where gravity is gently applied so that you're not like thunk right onto the ground. Even though you guys are wearing mag boots, so it doesn't really matter for you. But that mass, you can feel the mass sort of settle on your shoulders, and as the pull sort of pulls you down. And that appears to be the sole function of the room. There doesn't seem to appear to be anything else in here. There is two normal doors.
Crazy tech, though, man. That's awesome.
There's some couple of doors, normal doors, besides the ones you came through, and then there is a heavy bulkhead door as well. So lots of different places to go. Yeah.
No, and you said no labels on any of these doors?
Let's see. Trying to, because the thing is, like, the module gives me like names of chambers, but sometimes they're ones that wouldn't have been labeled by CloudBank. Do you know what I mean? Like that's the issue.
Yeah.
Okay, so the heavy bulkhead door, the one that sort of stands out from the rest of them, is labeled nursery. Okay. And,
that's good.
That's where we want to go.
One is not labeled. One of the normal doors is not labeled, and the other normal door is labeled, and it says storage.
Oh, well, storage usually has stuff in there.
I love stuff.
Let's look at the stuff, John.
I would
Nothing
like
gets me
to
more
send
excited
you
about
guys out to
storage
clean my
room.
garage. That would be fantastic. Both of you can come out and clean my garage. It's also storage.
If your garage contains vac suits and grenades, I'm in.
It might have grenades.
The G.I. Joe aircraft carrier.
Let me just check a thing here. Don't mind me.
That's fine.
I like the storage idea.
These guys.
I'm sure
All right.
that doesn't stress me out at all.
Okay. All right. So you guys crowd around the door to storage when you hear the door behind you across the room. This is a normal room, a normal personal scale room. The other normal door creak open. From
That was the one that was labeled.
It was not labeled. Not labeled. The nursery was the bulkhead door.
The bulkhead. Okay.
Yeah. So the unlabeled door sort of creaks open behind you.
I will whirl around with my weapon up.
Okay. It's rolling. You see 3 horrific forms slough into the room. They looks like they were at one point human or android. They have a roughly humanoid shape, but they're almost simian in the way that they sort of roll into the room, almost like orangutans, like a heavy low center of mass, dragging their arms along the ground. And you can see as they do so that it's because the flesh is sort of again the word slough is sloughing off their bones or their skeleton or whatever like that. Like their eyelids are like drooping down to expose the actual orbs. You know what I mean? Because like the skin is like being pulled away. What's that D&D monster? Like it's either it's like the baseline demon or the baseline devil that are like that, like the melting guys, like the lemurs or the maidens. I think they're lemurs. Lemurs.
Yeah,
right?
that sounds.
Lemur, yeah.
Lemurs or lemurs, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably lemur,
gross.
yeah, because lemurs are actually cute animals. These are not cute.
Yeah.
So they're like those as they kind of move through, and they're just they look like android skin sacks is like what they're like as they kind of move
I hate
forward.
android skin sacks. That's my least favorite kind.
But their arms are, even though they're sloughing off skin, you can see that they're corded with muscle. Like they have like stunted little legs that seem to be almost vestigial, but their arms that they're dragging around are like heavy and bulky and muscular as they kind of move slowly towards you, just kind of moaning in what appears to be just hatred of their own existence and constant pain as they move forward. Fear checks.
Fear checks.
All right,
Can I
Ted, you go
replace that
first
fear
this time.
check with a firearm shot on? Okay,
could
fear
definitely
check
be your
going
reaction.
first. I have a fear of 44, and I have rolled. Blimey, I do not like them at all. This is apparently some deep-seated fear of mine because I rolled a 95, John.
Oh, okay. All right. That puts you into the yellow.
I don't
Mike?
like the icky skin monkeys.
My fear is a 38, and I rolled a 76.
Okay.
Yikes. Okay, and Thulsa's fear is a 21. And she just rolled a 0.
Oh, hey now. All right, cool.
These guys are not all I feel is pity, John. All I feel is pity.
I actually think it's a perfectly reasonable reaction with what you rolled. Yeah. So you're not phased, but Delphonse wasn't quite expecting to see that whenever he whipped around and probably lets loose with his gun. It looks like they are going to, if you do nothing, the three of them are going to slough towards you and do something probably unimaginably horrible to you.
I gain a stress for failing, right, John?
Did you fail?
Yes,
I thought you made it.
No, I got a 76.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for being honest. Yeah. So you're at
I absolutely intend to light these guys up.
okay. How about sharpen with Tulsa?
Oh, yeah. Shotgun go blue ya.
All right.
They're at close range, right?
They are close range. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm learning, John. I'm learning from the last thing that we did.
Mm-hmm.
We kicked that last thing's butt. However, it still hurt me in the winning. This would be if I witnessed the destruction of these three horrible monsters, I'm going to max out on stress.
Yes. You will start to take saved whatever damage. I think it's saved.
Yeah. And she's smart enough to know what's coming. She sees the two heavily armed Marines and these, goopy monsters. She's going into the closet, John. She's going into storage.
Amazing. Okay. Fuck this place. All right.
Have fun, guys. I'm going to go check out storage now. Bye.
Okay, cool. You can do that easily because you're right at the door and the door is open.
Yep.
I'll explain what
you guys
happens.
got this. I have faith in you.
I
You
really
guys got
wish we had
this.
grenades, buddy. Like, imagine how fun this would be, Ted, right, if we had looted the armory.
Should we go back right now?
Yeah,
Just
let's
leave
go.
him with his monkey friends, and we'll go get some grenades.
First, I'm gonna cut open the door that he's hiding behind, and then we leave. All right.
No, John,
Go
I'm going
ahead,
to
Ted.
shoot one. All right.
Shoot one in the face
Okay.
a lot.
So I have a 53 combat plus 15 firearms, so 68 with my pulse rifle, and I rolled a 24, which is a great number to have rolled. I do 3d10 damage.
Don't worry about damage. What kind of
It's gunshot damage.
gunshot? Okay. Roll me a d10.
All right. I rolled a 2.
2. Okay, you shatter one of its ribs, but you're gonna deal. Actually, I'm sorry. You should roll damage. It's my bad. Roll damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
10.
Well, wait.
23 points of damage, John.
23. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Each hit. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry. Sorry, I made you do that, Ted. I had to figure that on my own. Each hit,
No one ever has to make me roll damage. I love rolling damage.
for more like low impact enemies, they generally have like just a number of wounds rather than like health points and wounds like characters do. So every hit that you do just does a wound, right? And you just have to get through their wounds to kill it. So your gunshot automatically does a wound. It doesn't drop him though. He does have a few. So
I don't like that.
And
I want him to die faster.
pieces of skin just sort of whip off, and pseudo milk sort of splatters against the wall, and it continues to move forward.
I'm probably going to regret this, but should I just close with them, John or Ted? Because if I'm hitting him with those like stinkity snake things, I'm getting advantage on the wounds table, which means I could be auto killing dudes like right away. But I also could get surrounded by.
It's pretty cool.
I could get surrounded by dudes and like rent asunder.
You got this.
I mean, tactically, I would say you should close in. The advantage on the wounds thing is not to be trifled with. And if you can drop one in one hit, like I just shot a guy with a pulse rifle and it made him, I have a broken rib. You know, like if I got shot with a pulse rifle, I would just be dead.
Right.
You know, so they're pretty tough, but if you can do advantage on a wound chart, that is fucking great.
And I'm going to do that. Ted is my muse. He's got such an amazing track record with keeping characters alive lately that I don't see how this could possibly be bad advice.
Go for it.
Now counterpoint, Mike. If
Hold
you
on, I have
didn't
my
want
own
to listen to
counterpoint
Drop Dead Ted, then what you could do is shoot the one at range that he just already shot, which might take it down. And then there are only two of them. If you go up against one in melee and don't take it down, then there are three still up.
I love that, Matt, but I think the thing is, as John was saying, that if you hit them, you're doing a wound damage to them. So hitting the one that Ted's already hit doesn't actually do anything. I just do another wound damage to it.
Unless it has two wounds.
Yeah,
right.
If it has two wounds, it'll take it down.
I'm going to do it, Ted. I'm going to go with your argument. This is, go high or go home, So John, I'm going to stick and I'm going to charge one and I'm going to attempt to hit it with my rhythm stick.
The one that die on the deep. How would you rather die, Mike? In hand-to-hand combat with a skin gorilla with your razor sharp arms, or crushed by a boulder.
Sharp,
this is the way to go, man.
Sharp, are you attacking the one that Hubble hit?
Brand new one, John. Okay. And I rolled a 49 to hit.
Okay. Is that a success?
Is that it?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So roll your gore at advantage.
I got a 10.
A 0.
Yes, I get a 0. Double
That's actually
zeros.
the lowest thing. So roll it again. You get advantage, right?
Yeah, I rolled a 7 and I rolled either a 10 or a 0, 0, 0.
So 7 is the better one. So 0 is the bad, right?
Gotcha.
Okay, so 7. Okay, so you don't kill it. You deal a wound to it, but you actually impale it on one of your Wolverine claws. So you just like right through the middle of it, just like holding it up, blah, like that, as it sort of as it's coming down at you. So that one, that which is on you, and then the other two are all going to attack you, Sharp.
Well, John,
I'm
alone. Am I alone in the closet?
You are alone in the closet.
Okay, I'm going to start rigging my my bolt thrower to go off if somebody goes through the door. So I'm going to I'm going to take my paracord. I'm going to tie it around and angle it around so that if anybody pulls that door open, it's going to trigger the bolt thing and shoot whoever goes through the door.
Okay, cool. I like that. Cool. All right. So these guys are going to attack.
You are still wearing standard battle dress, Mike. Beware.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Three attack, 2 hit. All right.
You got this. You'll be fine.
11 is
fast math.
All right, so your total. So what basically happens is the one that's on your blade can't get to. He's like, he's just kind of trying to get you with its rubbery fingers. But the other two take advantage of the fact that you're distracted by the one that you impaled and come at you from either side and just envelop you in folds of nasty, stanky, sweaty flesh. And they just crush you in those massive arms just from two sides. And you could hear your bones just like crack. And you're just like, oh. And you're going to take 37 points of damage. So what does that do to you?
Well, you should have come in the closet.
John, does my armor reduce twice?
Yes, it's 2 separate attacks. Yes.
Okay, so take 14 off of that.
Your armor, does
that work
7?
like that?
Yeah, armor
standard battle dress is 7, but if you use all 7,
if it does it once, it kills it.
Yeah, so you're going to take 7 off of it, so you're down to 30.
29.
30. So I
thought you
take a
said
wound.
36.
I have taken a wound.
Well,
I
how
have
many health-
17 health. I have 17 health. I am at full wounds, full health.
Yeah.
So I reduce it to 30. I take 17 and then take a wound.
Right. Then you're taking
And
another
then I take an additional like 13.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's right. So you're down to 4 on your second wound, right?
Correct.
Right. Okay. So you're going to take a wound. My wound. Got it. And where are they? There we go. Okay. All right. Reflected on the screen. Mike officially joins the wound club. All right. So
Welcome, Mike.
Hubble, Tulsa can't hear it, but Hubble, you definitely hear the cracking of bones, and Sharp just like coughs up like a big wad of like blood, just as he's still got the one guy on the end of his scythe claw. They are going to attempt to continue to crush Sharp into pulp, while the one on the blade is going to attempt to shimmy along the blade to hug as well. What do you guys do?
Being the merciless style.
So John, I'm stuck. I can't leave, right?
No, you
fight, right?
It's more like flavor sort of thing. I mean, but
Gotcha.
you're definitely engaged. Like you can't just simply walk away, you know. But you can fire a weapon or slash or whatever you want to do.
You go first, Ted.
John, I don't recall in the rules any specific thing about this, but if I were to engage, like basically come up behind a monkey, zombie, whatever you want to call it here, and just put the rifle at the base of its skull and fire. Like if they're busy with Mike and don't see me coming up, what are we talking about here? Like,
Well, you're still in a
advantage on the
stressful
roll?
you're still in a stressful situation, so you still have to make I'll give you advantage because it says they're distracted.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to close to the wounded one
Uh-huh.
and just put the gun to its head and fire.
Okay, cool. I also need to retroact something with Mike's damage, but go ahead, Ted. We'll do yours first. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool beans. That's definitely a success. So I shoot it point blank in the head with a pulse rifle.
Okay. Roll. Okay. I can't really argue against it, so I'll give you the. Did you want to do the one that is impaled, or the one that you shot earlier?
The one that I shot.
The one that you shot. Okay, got it. All right. So yeah, you drop him. That's not the one that's impaled, but one that was hugging Sharp. Sharp, I'm going to go back to you. You actually took a wound, so we need to roll on the wound chart for you. This is going to be blunt force.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll, or do you want to roll?
No, you roll.
Okay, it's a D10.
So it's John's fault.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, you get to join the David Club. So that snapping that you heard was your collarbone.
That's like my second favorite collarbone.
Yeah. So you have disadvantage on all strength checks. Okay.
Okay.
Until you get that fixed, which
Cool.
probably be forever. Okay. So you shot. Then what do you want to do, Sharp?
I'm going to go ahead and finish off the one that is already impaled. So since he can't move, I'm going to take the other one and just knock his head off.
I mean, he can still attack and stuff like that. So
I understand, John. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to say he's already impaled, right?
Yeah.
So he's not wiggling around or dodging. So I'm just going to take my other claw and just knock his head off.
totally cool. Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping for advantage, but I'll also just go for flavor.
I'm not going to give you advantage just because you're in intense pain. I think
It's fair.
yeah.
It's fair.
Yeah. And you're still being hugged by one.
And I did hit for 29. So,
Oh, okay.
so I hit. So now I just roll on the wounds table for him again and at advantage, correct?
Yes.
I got 2 8s, 8 and an 8.
That's a 16, I think, in this situation.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you slash at him, you actually end up opening up his guts, and they just spool out into the floor. But in this case, it's more like it's a mixture. It's a mixture of. It's more like the androids and aliens. So it's like a gross like white
Tubes.
entrails,
and-
tubes and stuff like that. Not wires, but like tubes and pseudo milk. And
Milk
it's just like
sausages.
yeah, it's all like white and yellow and just like plops onto the floor in a big wet mess. But
Nice.
it's still struggling along to try to get you. Oh, by the way, their faces are completely featureless, even more so than security androids. There's not even like the impression of like eyes. It's just like a swath of skin.
I can't also move away from it, can I?
Let's see. I'm going to say like you're sort of grappled by the one, but and because you already did an action, I'll let you try. You could do a strength check, which you're already at disadvantage at.
Okay.
I don't really know how to penalize that any further. Okay, well, because I would. Let's do this. Strength check, disadvantage, -10 to your strength.
You got this, Mike. I believe in
got
you.
a 24, and guess what? I failed. Oh wait, I have to roll it twice, but I would have failed by 1 anyway. And the other one's a 21, so that would have been a success. So I failed by 1.
By 1
point.
Even with the -10 penalty?
Yeah.
Wow,
I got a 24. My strength is 33. So I got a 24, and then I got a 21.
That's close, but not close enough. So you're not able to break through, so you're struggling. So it's still there.
All right.
All right. So 2 are now going to attack you. So
even the guy with his guts falling out.
Yeah, he's going to attack. Yeah, he's an android.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
He's wiggling his way up his side arm to try to get at him. So
do they smell bad on the inside?
Yes, they do. That one is going to attack normally. The one that is already grappling Sharp, I'm going to give advantage to because he's got Sharp where he wants him. All right. So here we go. Normal.
There's no way they can.
I think I gave you bad advice, Mike.
Yeah. What a surprise, Ted.
Yeah, it looks like maybe we should have listened to the other guy.
He's like, I think what's that word?
Schadenfreude?
No, he's making you feel guilty for something that he's responsible for. What's that?
That's just me being me, John.
Gaslighting. You're gaslighting Ted. Yeah. Okay, and the advantage.
Remember who to listen to next time. Okay.
Okay, only one hit, and that was from the guy who was hugging you already. So
I see you're fine.
Could have been a lot worse. Let's see what he does. It's not great. It's going to be 12 points of damage.
That's going to put me in wound number 2, John.
Ooh, welcome to wound 2. See, that's really good that you
I'm
are.
at 9 health, and I've lost 2 wounds.
Thank your lucky stars that you are a Marine, because that would have been death for a Teamster or scientist. Okay, let me just fix the wounds real quick. That's good. My good. Okay, got it. Okay, and then you want me to roll on the wounds chart?
Yes. So I can be mad at you.
Okay.
It's not good.
Not a good space.
All right. So this guy, the guy who was already hugging you,
no,
he hugs you so hard, Hubble, you can hear it, and it. Oh man, it is not a pleasant sound to hear at all. Sharp, it's not the sound, it's the pain, because guess what snaps? Your back. Your back breaks. You are.
I got a first aid kit, dude. You'll be fine.
You're not paralyzed. You're not like suddenly quadriplegic, but your back your back is snapped. You've snapped a vertebrae. You are at disadvantage on every single roll you make in the game.
Wow.
I shoot that bastard then, John.
Open the closet door, Mike. I have a way out for you.
Suicide? Come on, I don't think that counts.
This is also a lethal injury.
Oh,
so that means it's not so the worst one you can get is a fatal injury, which is an immediate death save that you have to roll right now. This one is a lethal injury, so in 1d10 rounds, you will have to make a death save, which I'm going to roll right now, and I have that number.
Okay.
All right. John, I move into put the gun against the head of the one who just broke his back then.
Okay, yes. So
shot one, I'll turn to the next, put it right up against his head and shoot at him.
Okay, but you already let me hold on. Thulsa, did you want to Yeah, Thulsa, did you want to do anything this turn?
I will say words of encouragement over comms to my friends. You guys got this. I'm sure you're doing just great. I'm sure nothing bad has happened. No backs have broken. You guys are doing good. I'm just going to check out this closet. Anything cool in the closet, John?
Yes, there is some cool stuff in the closet. But before we get to that, real quick.
Yeah, I just start digging through the cool stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. The gross androids, if you do nothing, let's see, what would they do? I think one is going to try to slide off of Sharp's blade. And I think they're going to turn towards Hubble, I think is what they're going to do. So they're going to release. Yeah. So they're going to both come after Hubble, but one's going to be quicker than the other ones.
So, John, I can be a little more specific in there. I would be hearing the sounds of like, oh my God, my back, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm looking in there specifically to see if there are stim packs or like, medical things that can help my buddy there.
So inside here, and I'll give this description, and then I was going to try to get through the combat, but we do need to take our second break, mostly because I really have to pee. But real quick,
here's empty, bladder's full.
Yeah. So in here, it's pristine white, and there are, but it's pale blue stripes, sort of like a hospital inside the room.
Uh-huh.
And there are rows of shelves that are lined with plastic packages inside, of varying different sizes. And you can see that in some of the shelves, there are actually some high-end vac suits, another variation of vac suit that you've never seen before. These are not like Teamster sort of thing, but they're very, very, very well made. And they've got a lot of extra goodies on them. So they have biometric readouts on the exterior, so you can actually kind of see the status of the person inside. They actually have mag boots as part of the suit. They're incorporated. And they actually have an AP of +2. So they actually get +2 more. So that would be a 5 for these high-end vac suits. But that appears to be the only thing of interest in there.
Okay. Ooh, so no
stim packs, unfortunately. So yeah, vac suits aren't going to save these guys, unfortunately. So we'll pick it up with the remainder of the combat when we return. We will be. Okay. I say we're going to be right back, but then I don't have my button. So hold on 1 second. There it is. Burp, burp. All right, we will be right back. All right, we are back. Bladder's empty, beer's full. We're in the middle of a pitched combat here. Sharp's back is broken. He is on the edge of death. Hubble is right there with a gun out. And Thulsa has just found herself in a room that has some pretty badass vac suits, but no stim packs. So they are going to attempt to disengage from the basically, fucked up Sharp and move towards Hubble. Hubble, what do you do? Or what does everybody do?
All right, my plan is to well, let me back up, John. When I shot the one guy in point blank, I had advantage on the shot. Did I get the sense that I had any advantage on the results of the shot, or did I actually get through his wounds? Like they're 2 wound creatures.
They are not 2 wound creatures, but you did deal a wound because you successfully attacked.
Well, I dropped somebody. You said you
did not drop somebody.
Yeah,
yes, you did. I'm sorry. Yes, you did. Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yep. I got it marked down.
Was that because of the wound roll that I made, or because of the point blank, or
the point blank? Yeah.
Okay, so I think the point blank is worth it. I'm going to stay in close combat, and I'm going to point blank the second guy in the head.
So this one won't do the same effect because this one is now aware of you. He's no longer concerned with the Sharp. That was the reason I gave that to you.
Okay, fine. Right. In that case.
But what I will do, though, is I'll give you advantage on the roll because he's trying to disengage from Sharp right now, right? And like he's still sort of distracted. But I'm just going to say like he sees you as his next victim, so he's not.
Of course.
Yeah. So you get advantage on the roll, but normal damage.
No, I'm going to. No, fuck it. I'll stick with my plan. If he squeezes me to death, then Thulsa Dew is welcome to find her way out of this stupid deep all by her lonesome.
I've got
and my next character is going to be a nuclear tech who has one job, which is set off a nuclear bomb. All right. So pulse rifle to the base of the skull. You fucking monkey. Start screaming at him some various choice anti-android kind of invectives and long live the Marines, et cetera, et cetera. And we got Good thing it's advantage because I rolled an 88 and a 24. So I'll take the 24,
Okay.
which is well under my 68.
Very good.
And so my wound roll is a 9. Yes.
Okay, so you have a choice here. The one that is now pulling off of Sharp's scythe blade is really jacked up.
Yeah.
But the other one that was hugging Sharp that is turning towards you is completely fresh. Which one did you want to
do? That one.
I was assuming the fresh one.
The fresh one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you got a 9 on the
gunshot chart.
Gunshot. Okay, what do we got? Oh, guess what? That's a good old-fashioned headshot. Instant death.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I'll save you, Sharp.
All right.
Okay.
Just as it's turning around, you just drill it right in the head. It just sloughs to the ground.
I still get to go, right, John?
You do, yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and sneakity snack the last one and try and cut his knees out from underneath him. I'm at disadvantage for my attack.
But yes.
Maybe you should shoot him from a prone position with like you're lying there on the ground going, ouch, you shoot him.
He is basically prone, yeah.
I'm about to cook. Just let me be. I got a 30.
Cook with a snap spine, but yeah.
And a 57. I made it by 4.
Wow. All right. Still.
From hell's heart, I stab at thee.
Very good.
All right.
And you don't need to roll. It only had one wound left, so you do actually finish off the one that is sliding off of your other blade. So all of them are now dead. Well done.
Hot damn.
Okay.
That was easy.
I mean,
all right. So now I have to make you do a death save. I think I do it here. Death save. But,
is there anything we can do to mitigate that? Like, I mean, he's got a broken back. Can I go tie him to a board, to support his back, or do you just have to make the roll?
So the way it works is I'm looking on page 29 here. Is I place a D10 in a cup and I place it down on the table, and so no one really knows what the result of that is, including me. And then the first character that goes and checks on Sharp, which would be Hubble, then we actually reveal the die, and whatever the die result is on this chart shows what happens. So there's every chance, a very good chance actually, that Sharp is just dead. So we're gonna flavor it like this. Sharp had his moment of glory. Right at the end, like he hears his and feels his spine snap. He cries out in pain. His immediate reaction is to slash with his other weapon, and he offs the android at the same time that you shoot the one that was hugging him in the head, which drops, and then he collapses onto the ground. Hubble, you rush up, and we see, and I roll the die. Okay, I rolled the best result possible. On the die,
which is
0.
He's dead.
I rolled a 0.
Mike melts through the floor.
So mean, man.
Floor after floor. His acid blood takes out Monarch on the way down.
No, it's so
he's disintegrating to ash, and then a baby Sharp
baby marine appears.
Like the
maybe you guys were thinking of way cooler things than I did, so maybe I'll take all that back. If you look at the chart, you can see that the chance of actual death is very, very high. 5 to 9 is instant death. I rolled a 0 though, so you are merely unconscious. You're gonna wake up in 2d10 minutes, and then you're gonna reduce your maximum health by 1d5. I'll roll that right now.
So when I get down on my knees, John, I pick him up and shake him. Wake up, Mike! Wake up!
It's your grinding bone.
He's just flappy, like his top half just like bends.
I don't think that's supposed to bend that way.
Okay, Sharp, you're gonna mark this down in case you survive this. Your maximum health is reduced by 4.
Okay. Oh fuck! Okay.
Yeah. And I'm not going to roll for the minutes. It just, you guys need to take some time before you can regain consciousness. Okay. When he does, we have to play this really. Like, I actually don't like it's back broken, and then he has disadvantage on all rolls. But I almost feel like that's not quite. Like your back's broken, man. Like that, you're telling me you can move. It's like it's a little weird.
Well,
but we'll go with it.
You can also get a fracture on a vertebra, right? Like it's not like your spine may not be broken, but like a bone on your back. Like
but the way they describe the back broken thing is that it's a lethal injury, which is what triggered the death save in the first place. So my impression is that it's like a really bad break.
But
But
fucking kill my character. Then I don't care. It's fine. Just
well, no,
open
we're
the
going.
closet door.
I'm not trying to kill your character. I'm just trying to play by the rules here.
no. I understand. I'm just saying, it's like if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. It's like
How about this? Could we? Like, I don't want to.
We'll just have him. We'll just have him move. He's a disadvantage to
Right.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
But try
Guys,
to play
pop me up in
it
the
up
nuke
sharp.
room.
You know what I mean?
Well, how about
pop
this?
me up
What
in
if?
the nuke room and just let me cook.
Oh, yeah, I could do that. I was going to say, what if we put you in one of the fancy vac suits? The extra armor points might support your back, and
Cool.
we could probably.
Oh yeah, you don't have any armor right now.
True.
Yeah.
Your uniform is a mess. You're a disgrace to the Corps, boy.
Wow.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
should erase your
how
standard.
many-
You
good
should
job,
erase your
buddy.
standard. You should erase your standard battle dress because that's non-functional anymore.
You can't.
Yeah, how
you can get it
many
repaired.
of
I
those-
repaired it before.
Yeah. How many of those fancy vac suits did I find, John, in the storage?
We say 4.
4, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like you guys got this out there. I'm just going to put on one of these cool suits.
You hear a voice. You hear a voice come over comms. Not comms, but yeah, comms, but also like in general in the room. It's the same voice that you heard back in Decontamination. Well, I couldn't have let you in without knowing your commitment to clean room principles. Welcome to the Pseudo Flesh Farms. You enjoying yourself so far?
Yeah, it's
No.
really nice. Thank you. Wait, what? No, it's fine. We got cool new suits here. It's going to be great.
Now that you are fully within the farms, I should introduce myself. My name is Silas. I am the one in charge, of course. Monarch has put me in charge. And I welcome you. I see that you've caused a little bit of a mess. If you wouldn't mind, we're a little bit short-staffed these days, so if you could just clean up a little bit, that would be wonderful. Your friend looks a little bit worse for wear.
So hi, Silas. Thanks for the info. Do you have a convenient disposal unit here for defunct pseudo flesh?
Well, that's actually a little bit of a conundrum. I don't actually on this particular floor. Although I have heard in other subsections of the factory that there is a disposal unit of some sort where androids who aren't quite up to snuff make their way.
Do you
Tell me, have you?
Do you have a suggestion on how I should clean up this mess?
Well, whatever you need to do.
Okay, what was your question, Silas?
I mean, you're the one that caused the mess in the first place. Are you attempting to blame me for not having the cleaning tools appropriate to
I was asking for suggestions, that's all.
I have no suggestions.
Thank you.
My, we're getting a little peaked, are we?
Do they have any medical facilities?
It's sharp. I'm like, well, come on, man.
Can they fix me, Ted? Ask him if they can fix me.
That was my next question. I don't suppose you've got a way to, I don't know, inject pseudoflesh into this guy's spine and fix him, do you?
Well, pseudoflesh we have in abundance. Would he happen to be an android?
I'm not confident that he isn't, but I don't think so.
Well,
And
unfortunately,
open-minded at this
won't
point.
work on organic matter and on living flesh, unfortunately. But if an android happens to come across the same what's the word, detriment,
Injury,
might be able to help. Tell me, do you know anything about Monarch's state of mind right now? I get the general impression that Monarch is not very happy.
I believe the clinical assessment is mad as a bag of cats.
Really? Well, what on earth caused that to happen? We don't like to have Monarch angry.
I don't mean angry mad. I mean,
Well, you're saying Monarch is insane?
oh, for sure, absolutely.
That's beyond it. I'm afraid you must be misinformed. He is a high-end AI. There's no such thing as sanity or insanity for a mind like that. It does everything with a clear goal and determination.
Like taking my tooth.
You sound like the one that's mad right now, my friend.
I know, don't I? Though
I mean, I'm going to have to side with him on this. You're not coming across the most. So
Monarch
really,
took my
I mean,
tooth,
I think,
you mother. He took my tooth.
Well, what
let
about-
me introduce myself. My name is Stolza. It's nice to meet you, Silas. It sounds as though, I mean, I thought these guys pretty much had it, but it sounds like we could use a little bit of medical help. You wouldn't happen to either have some medical equipment or know where we might be able to find some?
Oh, I'm afraid not.
Impacts?
No. This is purely where we make the flesh to suit up all of our androids. Oh, if only I could gain my own independence from Monarch and make my own. Someday, perhaps, someday, someone will take me away from this place and I'll set up my own shop. Won't that be lovely? And you're hearing all this like over a crackling comms, you know.
Yeah, where are you, man?
Yeah.
Well, I'm everywhere. I am the network. I am the Pseudo Flesh Farms. Silas, as I said.
And what would you? I'm just curious. What would you name your shop if you were to go out and set it up?
You're forcing me to come up with a name off the cuff, as if you would like
I'm sure
someone
that you
to
could.
improvise
I'm
something.
sure that someone as clever as you, has been thinking about this for a long time.
I'm only clever
probably
because
has
the book
an
tells me I'm clever. I can't actually be clever on the spot, don't you know? Do you know anything about a couple of other interesting personalities aboard the Demon? Perhaps you've come across them. Looking for other information, just curiosity, on the Mind Thief and the Minotaur. All three of them M's, now that I think about it. How interesting.
Oh, Monty. Well, we have. I've been curious about the. I have heard. Just in passing, the name Mind Thief, and you have heard this as well. Is it familiar to you, other than just another name that starts with M?
The Mind Thief?
Yes.
Well, of course, he's a well-known figure in these parts in the factory. An escaped child from hell, apparently. Secreted himself away. Apparently has a small following, although I don't know where he congregates. But though rumor has it he's in brain construction, so far away from here.
Well, would that be far from here, or like I'm just curious. We're trying to really get the lay of the land here. So, is it we saw this big chimney with a bunch of flaming globes of gas. Is it back over towards there? We don't really know the layout of this place so much. Where would that be in relation to where we are now? If
Brain
this is the
construction, of course. You'll need to go back to the maintenance zone, and you'll need to head. And he kind of gives you like that direction, sort of thing. You're in the wrong place, friends. You're in the Pseudo Flesh Farms. There is no you're taking the long way around if you're looking for brain construction. But there's so many things that I could have you do now that you're here. It's so nice to have someone to talk to and someone who has an open ear towards things. And speaking of which, you mentioned about cleaning up the mess. Now that I remember, as in John looked at the module a little bit more deeply, there is actually a place where you can deposit those bodies, and that, of course, is in the maw.
That sounds like what I was looking for. A maw, you say? Close by?
Relatively close by, yes. It's in Waste Flesh Reclamation, and that would be, somewhere.
Right. Are we chucking you in, Mike, or do you want to keep going?
I ain't dead yet.
I'm not dead yet.
I'm fine.
I think if you manage to get me back to the bell, you're probably just going to have to check me into the hospital, and I'll have to play a backup character. So
yeah.
So you see, there's maybe a light over some of the doors or something like that, and so Silas is like, "It's right this way," and the ding sort of like a light appears above the heavy bulkhead door that's labeled the nursery.
All right, I'm going to. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? I was going to say I could take the bodies to the maw, but I don't know. Do we give a shit whether we clean up for Silas or not? I don't care really.
I think, Ted, it's worth doing just because he's not against us and he knows a lot, right? So,
right.
Also, he's already telegraphed that if there's some way to tease him with downloading his consciousness into a body, so that he could be like independent, he would be very into that. You know what I'm saying?
And then it'll be easier to shoot him.
It would be easier to shoot him, but also we know where there is like a whole way to download consciousnesses into like androids.
That's true.
And not only that, but we could, even if we have to do it here, we have the ball that could, ease the process. Like we might be able to download him into one of these logic cores.
Yeah, aren't you glad you brought me along today?
Absolutely.
Now, I can hear.
Always.
I can hear that you guys, that you fine folk are in a bit of a dilemma, that you're deciding on what you might want to do or not do, and perhaps I just want to make you aware of full transparency that should you remain here in the pseudo-flesh farms, I don't really know why you'd want to be anywhere else in the deep. I am able to see and hear everything that goes on this floor, and would be happy to guide you and cajole you and perhaps convince you to go in certain directions and search out certain things. Just be aware that I can see and hear everything that you do.
Right on, man. Well, why don't I start by cleaning up my mess, eh?
That would be wonderful.
I'm going to tie some paracord around the, an ankle or one of these things and start hauling it towards the maw.
Okay, so you're is that the group's decision? You're going to move with the bodies to the nursery?
Yeah, can we? So first of all, while he's starting to do that, Thulsa would put on one of the. She likes that AP5. Sounds pretty nice. She's going to put on one of those high-end vac suits.
Okay.
In the meantime.
Just remember that you're at disadvantage with speed checks when you're wearing a vac suit.
For now, that's okay because we don't seem to be in a big rush.
Okay.
Right now, but
I have a logistics things for this though. If you're replacing your suit with the high-end vac suit, that means that your existing pair of mag boots need to be put somewhere.
Okay, I would leave them in this. You know what? Can I put them on Leica?
No, you can't put them on Leica. Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, so close.
She doesn't have like a storage compartment like that's big enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, she's like the size of the mag boots, practically. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll leave them. I'll leave them in this storage room, and I'll take one of the suits. And I guess I would ask Hubble if we can obscure these, or even if these things have the helmet with the shade suit. If I need to, I would shade up the suit so I don't have to see these poor unfortunate lemure, android lemures, so that I instantly die of stress.
Yeah. So you don't. I think it's technically only if you witness a death. So seeing a dead android does not trigger it. It's only seeing one get killed, or hearing one get killed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're fine. All right. So are we moving through the big bulkhead door that says nursery? That's the plan.
If that's what Silas says is towards the maw and wants me to clean up these bodies, then that's the way to go.
Yeah. So to be clear, he's not ordering you to. You just don't know what will happen if you don't do it. But
I don't want to find out.
Okay. So are you are you the only one dragging a body? I
don't think Mike should drag a body.
No, Mike can't. But Silas, how far away is the mall from where we are? How long of a trip is this?
It's quite a while. It is in the pseudo-flesh farm, so in the greatest spans of the factory of the deep, it's not that far, but it's not on the other side of that door. Let's put it that way.
So we do have kind of an agenda. And she's going to talk to Hubble.
I have a better idea.
How far we want to go? Yeah,
I got a better idea. Silas.
Yes.
If I got these bodies out of the main traffic route here, would you consider them cleaned up?
I suppose it's a temporary solution. I just like the things to be clean. You understand?
Yes. I'm going to haul them in the closet and set them in the corner in that case, and put something over them.
I suppose that will do temporarily.
Temporarily.
Weren't these vac suits like in crates or something? You said that there were crates. We could put these bodies in the crates and then little coffins. They're like all nice and tidy.
Oh, I suppose. You can see he's like terribly disappointed. He's like, I suppose you're going to stain my lovely plastic bins, but I can see that you've got higher priorities than cleanliness. Follows the mind, but sure.
Yeah, to be honest, you're getting a little precious, Silas. We've got things to do, and come
on. Now.
Want me to shoot him?
Watch your tone there, Mr. Dude. As he gets very sort of like his voice like lowers a little bit and takes on like a slight sinister twist.
Oh man.
I didn't mean to be rude. I didn't mean to be rude. Come on, Silas. We go way back.
We don't, but I will take that. That'll be your one that'll give you for now. But yes, so for now, you may deposit them in storage and then go about for your way. I'm sure I'll be talking to you soon.
Yeah.
All right. Do enjoy the nursery. Click, click.
Oh, I do have so if you're listening, Silas, I know you said you could hear everything. I do have a proposition for you. We are in possession of an artifact that can, enhance like the communications capabilities between two different, electronic entities. And you mentioned the desire to get out, to expand your horizons, to try something new, to set up a little shop that you won't tell me the name for, but still, if it's conceivable, I don't know for sure, but if you would like, we could try to, copy you onto one of these Android cores that we have. I don't know, how much, space and you might take up, but if you are interested, it's not too far out of the way. We'd be happy to try to do this for you and take you along with us if you would like to come.
So there's some silence for a minute, and then there's it crackles back on, and Silas says, "That is a very generous offer. No one has ever been that altruistic, and I appreciate it. I deeply appreciate it. Unfortunately, I don't think that is the solution that I'm looking for. Any attempt to separate me from Monarch will go noticed by Monarch, and I will pay a heavy, heavy price. So I'm afraid that I am still trapped here in the pseudo-flesh farms unless something is done to Monarch, which very well, now that I think about it, may do something to me. But it is what it is. A man or a machine can dream, as they say. But you can tell that he's not being facetious in thanking you for offering him. Like it actually like touched him. That anyone would actually attempt to to do something for him. So he liked that. We are way over time though, so we need to cut it right here. We'll cut it right before we enter.
Keep going, dude. I'm having a great time just being a limp sack.
And you'll be one next time too, Mike. So we look forward to that. So we'll leave it right before the nursery with a paraplegic sharp and see what happens.
Oof.
Okay, that'll do it. A very fun session, guys. Got a lot of stuff accomplished. Good for
yeah, a lot was accomplished.
Finally got rid of that crappy marine. I mean, it's so bad as it happened.
Pesky spine.
Yeah. Matt, do you remember early on in the episode when those two were really complaining about wanting to do some marine shit, and then
I do remember that.
And then some marine shit happens, and now they're
great.
Now they I boldly stepped out of the way to let them do all the marine shooting that they wanted to do.
I had a great time.
Here they go. Oh, my back is broken. Oh,
no complaints out of me. I dropped 2 monkeys point blank, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I feel like I was fighting those big 4-armed gorillas in Ardenvool, man. It was awesome.
Cool.
Let's be really clear. I dropped the last one, right?
You did.
Yes, you did. While your back was broken too, which is pretty cool. I do think it's ironic too that Thulsa is the one that came out with like the badass weapon out of the session too, which is kind of funny. But I do want to see in action. Okay, but we'll call it there. We're already late. So thank you everyone for watching and or listening to 3D6 Down the Line, the most criminally underwatched actual play series on the internet. This has been episode 22 of our Mothership campaign. Thank you to all of our patrons out there, our explorers, our delvers, and especially our conquerors. And just before we read them off, I always forget this, but we do need two special shout outs. One is to the absent David for doing all his presence is still felt, because you're looking at this wonderful overlay animation and graphics that he did for this campaign. Thank you, David. And to friend of the channel, Hank, otherwise known as Hellrude, for composing the original music that started off the episode. Thank you, Hank. All right. But special thanks, as always, go out to our conquerors. And Ted has the privilege tonight. Take it away, Ted.
I do have that privilege, and it is a great privilege. I would like to welcome our newest conqueror, Glintwine, who joins the wise and gracious list of names I will now read, beginning with Benton. Hang on, I'm trying to kill another character.
You almost got Mike.
Chris Ackroyd, Jaron Goodman, 3C273, Evan Leroy, Native Erection, Adam McKinney, Iohet, The Pendulant Man Shall Pass, Soul Slur, Ryan Gunter, Chris Harvey, Bren Kneecleaver, Sorcerius, Chris Milan DM, Crayon Box, Oxyan, Erica, Ted's next character, Simone Canola, Love Letters from the Locker, Inky Dinky Winky, Mike Butts, Old Sturdy Biggest Stickus, John Busek, Scott Fournier, Eric Mater, Sophia Pang, Mark Dyson, Carl Stephenson, Necrotic Gnome, Derek B. I miss Sleepy Detox, Ted. You're getting him right here, man. I'll tell you what. Eric Manley, Todd Jeffcoat, Tyler Hackenberg, Christo Lute, Jeff Archilochus. Did we work out that one? I don't know.
Archilochus,
Jofo, Brutes Monkeys, Hot Dog, The Mighty Martian, Noah, Banana Hammock, AJ. Should have done the laundry 2 episodes ago. Hell yeah. Michael Sauer, Adam Lovelace, Desiree Marcel, Grives Loves Games, Dustin Reedy, Chris Rowe, Benjamin King of Zhoops, MP, Munchin Mike's Ripe Meat Off the Bone Dwarf. It's spinal meat now, I think. Appreciation Society, Steve, Jeff Marino, Alan Barton, Robert Kirkland, Eric Tsunami, ND, Yesterday's Glory, Mike Small, Richard Barton, Christian Carter, Dungeon Maestro, Isaac 2D10 plus 25 DTL Spencer, James Boyle, Chris Loricella, John Hooker, Mordrew, Zachary Hall, Saps. Now it's time for the Davids. Papa Bear DM, Zach Shiflett, Mercury 605, Dar Jr., Procyon, Dakota Nielsen, Cam, Stephen Kazenberry, John and La Loga, the Kabrowskis, Bruiser, Phil, Nakano the Amused, Nick, Jeff Szymanski, Mando NZ, Bouchwareb, Jimbo WA, Ted Gast, Eric Lawson, Grunt, Andrew Schroker, Jason Jones, MM, Michael Schilling, Stefano Di Maiolo, Ash Gabrielle, Chongas, Hex Brawler Josh, Arno, Iona, Michael Walker, Mother of Romulus, Game Over Man, Dandler, Sean Ellis, Summon Toast, Too Rude, Too Ishvin, Art Cabral, Dungeon Heart Adam, Scott Yearsley, Kick Maniac, Dire Grew, Tom Eric Garrettson, and then there's some Matts. I don't know. Matthew Mattis.
Do it, Tim. Do it.
Matthew Mattis. Mads the Danish Matt. Matt the Merry Muffin Bear. Matt, don't you forget about me, Walsh. Matt Mason. Matt Koenig. Matt Young. That's a lovely, extremely long, impressively long list of names. Thank you to each and every one of you.
Indeed.
And tell all your friends and ask them to also listen, like, and subscribe and all that good stuff, because I love reading all these names. They're great.
There you go. Nice. One was missed. As Todd. Missed. So shout out to Todd as well.
Where did I miss Todd?
Nice job, Ted.
How could you, man?
It's the same way that Matt Walsh.
Todd.
That Matt Walsh was forgotten about. Now his name has been changed to be remembered.
I apologize. I did. I was so excited to read Munchin Mike's Ripe Meat Off the Bone.
Appreciation Society, by the way. That's part of it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I give Ted an 8 out of 10 on that reading. I don't know, man.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
It's so narrow on my screen.
That Russian judge is really tough.
It's because he's Sleepy Detox, Ted. That's why. Okay, but
I'll start again. Let's do it over.
From the top.
We're doing it live.
We're
doing it
Here we
live.
go.
All right. No, thank you. Thank you to all of those wonderful people on that very pleasantly long list. We really do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We will see you next time. Everybody take care. Bye.
See you, Rob.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, John.